We can see almost everyone, but not TJ. There's or Dean.
We are back.
We're live.
Hey,
We're live.
Hey,
The first is this our live? Well, this is the first live podcast from here anyway.
Yeah.
Test. What? That doesn't. There. I mean, if we're not being heard, somebody can speak up. But the reader down there for how much we're making noise doesn't seem to be moving very much.
Yeah. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and
put an announcement in Terminus news.
do that.
I put something in streaming and recording.
No.
See,
I
now
can
we
turn it
know
off,
for
I can
real.
turn it
Nobody
back on.
watches the podcast.
We knew that to begin with. Alright, well, that's working fine. Look at those nerds. Tyler's in the chat. Gunda and Tyler are in the chat.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Terminus podcast, episode number 144. This is a gross of podcasts.
It's a gross. This is the gross podcast.
It is.
All in one room together.
It is because of the coronavirus.
The beer float.
Oh no.
Did I miss the sleeping verses? No, we'll be doing the sleeping verses later in the show. So for starters, podcast number 144 for the weeks of July 26th, 25th, 2020. I am your host, Ellis, otherwise known as the Admiral, or the Sadmiral, or the Dadmiral, or the Chadmiral, or the Madmiral.
I wouldn't say Admiral.
Anyway, well, I'm not the one who came up with that. That's this guy.
Yeah.
With me, I have my engineer. I only have one engineer. It's Milky.
Hey.
I have my fireman, TJ, and Chris. And we have our two guests, Anthony the Lamp.
No.
And Achilles.
No.
Achilles Auto Parts.
Now.
Now! Yeah, there you go.
Never make that noise again.
So, before we get on to the rest of the show, we're coming. There's going to be no intro, of course. We're here in Providence, Rhode Island, for a trip, Operation Gemini. It's got its name at the last minute. Achilles decided to come here, and then everyone else decided to come here. Hopefully, we're late enough in this whole cycle that nobody's going to die of COVID. But
Dean, why'd you do that?
Yeah.
Anthony, why'd you do that? Who's Anthony? Dean.
Don't ask.
Anthony the Sofa.
Anthony the Thames Sofa.
James.
Oh my god. That's gonna be my
He's been tamed.
my pseudonym.
Yeah, that's gonna be your what's the word?
Okay.
It's like when you ghostwrite. It'll be
Pen name?
yeah, your pen name. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of ghostwriting. Okay, so we have a few things from the mantle of responsibility. Then we'll get on to what we've been doing and what we're planning to do, because for the first time, this is sort of the beginning of the trip instead of the end of the trip. And then we'll have our verses, which is over sleeping arrangements, or it was supposed to be.
It was. I conceded the couch because it was comfortable last night.
And then we've got the rest of our thing. Although we can't really do latest rate on Amtrak because I have to pull it up on this screen, which everyone can see. Although everyone can make their guesses before I pull it up, so that's fine. Anyway. We have 3 crashes from.
Come on.
Chip lost a small battle with India. We have 3 crashes. We've got one from Canadian Pacific, one from NS, and one from Union Pacific. Starting with the crash on for Union Pacific on July the 13th, there was a fire. So it wasn't really a crash, but they had an auto rack fire. Holy crap! That looks like the end of the world. I'm going to put stuff in the cargoes ahead of time so that people can follow along.
That's terrible. Should have gone up to Worcester today. We would have seen a heritage locomotive.
That's on my responsibility. So I can delete that line because CSX didn't have one. And yeah, so those of you, I believe, looking in the description will let you get into the cargoes, and then you will be able to follow along with the things that we're looking at because I can't show you guys anything.
Yeah.
So, EBT had his mind. So we had a fire in the early morning hours in North Platte. Crews received the call around 10:30 p.m. about an unknown fire. When they arrived on the scene, it was deemed a total loss. Cause of the fire is unknown. I'm assuming those were loaded auto racks, which, as we know, anytime there's an issue with loaded auto racks, that's expensive. That's really expensive. Uh,
I think there were Teslas in there. They were just crunchy.
Oh no!
Just crunchy.
No,
What?
not Teslas. That's what he said. He's heard
I
they were
think I saw
Teslas.
the pictures of some burnt out Teslas in an auto rack. I'm pretty sure that was that flyer.
Anyway, Norfolk Southern also had an issue. 7 cars derailed in Tuscaloosa.
Possibly leaving damage to wildlife.
Yeah.
Oh no! A squirrel
Train
got
derailment in coaling led to a vegetable oil spill into a branch of the Little Hurricane Creek. Yeah. One car was reached. This caused an undetermined amount of vegetable oil to spill. Fire authorities. Fortunately, vegetable oil is much less toxic than crude oil or petroleum.
Yeah, no.
But the thing is, the wildlife is going to get way more than their daily serving of veggies out of this one. So, you know, hopefully they grow big and strong, but not
how that works.
but not too big and strong.
Ellis, where's your vegetable oil?
Terminator fish.
I need to become strong.
Strong.
Anyway, Canadian Pacific also had a derailment on July 19th outside of Valley City, which is in North Dakota. I like how it's ND and the website is News Dakota, so it's still ND.
North.
No hazardous material was being hauled at the time. The rail line is owned by Canadian Pacific, and they made a real mess. It looks like one engine was pushing a bunch of hoppers of various description, and bad things happened. I'm just looking at these pictures here. Yeah.
One car length.
One car
Clunk. One car length. One car length.
Last night. That's
Keep
last
going.
night.
Yeah.
End of the car. Half a car. Stop! Stop!
So there's your class 1 mantle responsibility. Unsurprisingly, KCS still holds the mantle because they don't exist. TJ and Agilities are having a tickle fight over there.
Yeah, he keeps touching my leg.
I didn't touch your leg.
This is getting really gay. Come on, guys.
I don't know, man. Sounds pretty good to me. Anyway, so now we get to talk about what we have done and what we are going to do in the last couple of weeks. The only thing that I didn't do as a group or as part of the group is run to the Providence Northern and program my pro cab, which I wanted to get it as cab number 69, but I could not. That wasn't one of the available numbers, so I'm cab 50. Captain Echo says, we can talk about stuff like this. Captain Echo said, isn't there things speculating about Montana Rail Link becoming a class 1? I think we talked about that a couple episodes ago, but
If you watch the podcast,
don't encourage that. We don't encourage that here.
I mean, you're already sitting here.
how dare you?
How dare you? Well, this one's live. We're doing it live. All right. So what have we done outside of this trip? Because we'll talk about the trip in a little bit. TJ, I know you did something.
Yeah, I've done a lot of stuff.
Like we're just going.
Walks on the stage.
I like you took in trade so TJ actually has a seat, or you can kneel down in front of the thing.
I'm gonna sit right here.
We've got up a very long time. TJ's very close.
So yeah, I went to the WWNF and I stayed the night and I worked. They pretty much made me slave labor and I shoveled ballast for hours and hours in the hot sun. And but we completed a milestone. We are now across the bridge. Hey, Julie. Hey, Julius. Hey. So we got across the bridge. I rode my first train across the Trout Brook Bridge, which is very exciting. And they are opening next week. Anyone else? How about you? What'd you do?
I want to just point out. I want to point out that you said slave labor.
No.
You paid to be there.
I didn't. I did. I
wasn't
paid.
volunteering. It's kind of worse.
Yeah.
Because you're losing money to do work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to drive 200 miles to get there.
Yeah. It's okay. We'll be doing it.
Yeah,
we'll be doing that towards the end of the week.
To go to rules training. Woo!
Rules training. All right. Anyway, what else have people been doing other than flying?
I did no rail fanning before I left.
No, but you did do rail fanning before you came here.
Yes.
Oh, goddamn. Not a lot.
Thank you.
You must stay there.
I did. Oh, I didn't know that's where you were going. I almost
I was
stuck my
gonna
foot up
sit
your
here.
ass.
Oh my. You'd like that.
No, I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. I did some rail fanning on the New Hampshire North Coast. I saw one whole train at one place. Absolutely riveting. But it was cool because Boston sand and gravel.
Yeah, he did get to see the only freight train that runs into Boston. The only one. What about you guys? Okay, are you still on Tinder? What are you doing?
No, he's on porno.
No, he's looking at models of trains.
Wait a minute.
Is
Is he buying stuff? Is he on eBay? Are you on eBay?
No.
Come on, that's my gig. I'm trying to
No,
find
no,
a
that's
$500
That's Kamon's game.
Yeah, we caused Kevon to spend $1,100.
Yeah, we really did. Well, I say
Hold
we
on.
dated.
Milky?
The only thing that we have aside from our shenanigans here is I got a new model. Pretty cool. I'm sending a picture of it in the podcast group.
Oh, I don't actually have a way to show that to the audience.
Oh, what? Oh, hell.
I don't have a way to show that to the audience.
That's
Actually, wait a minute. I might have a way. Put the picture of the podcast group, and I will put the link to the picture because I know Discord generates a link for everything in the cargoes document, and people will be able to look there.
Guys, I can open the stream.
Tyler says no one can
Can we watch ourselves?
No, let's not do that. TVA says hold your phone to the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. There's his new model. Let me copy this into the cargoes.
Wow, there's like no stream delay. Probably because I'm here.
Yeah, probably because they're on the same
Yeah,
Wi-Fi.
I had about 5 seconds.
All right. So
the Western Pacific 10-wheeler.
Yeah.
Thinking emoji.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
There you go. That actually doesn't look as terrible as I thought it was going to look in the camera.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you did New Hampshire Northernisms. You got your new model. Have you been doing anything?
I've done a lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah. I know you have things to talk about. You have
look,
3-footisms to talk about.
I bought, we're going to go in models because I have them here. We have them here. I bought this thing that's going to be made into, hold on, I got to go.
Yeah, but this is what we can do. We have show and tell. We have show and tell.
We have show and tell. I get to share with the whole class.
I didn't. The
Don't
only thing
step on
that
your laptop.
like I brought home was like.
This is gonna be.
You brought the flag.
Yeah, his flag. Yeah.
I have a folded up Confederate Dragon Ball here.
This is what it's gonna look like. When it's done, it's gonna be one of the.
Confederate flag. Yeah.
It's gonna be one of the Pennsylvania Power and Light 060s, not the D.
Not
The
the
D
D.
is the 080. It's gonna be a little inaccurate, but this will be painted bright yellow, the same yellow as the pineapple cup. And will be modeled after the one that I scrapped.
Oh no.
Because yes, I scrapped one.
Yeah, TBA, we made him spend $1,100 because he bought like a whole ski train.
He bought the entire thing. I also bought an Erie Mikado. I'm from BLI. $150. It was a pretty good price.
Machado.
So it's a nice engine. We're gonna set this back over here. Other than that, I got my coronavirus shirt from work.
It says essential on the back.
See, it means I am an essential employee.
Essential.
Is this reverse?
Yeah.
You never
Let's see here. Set that back there. Other than that, I have done a lot of stuff around home. I have started working on the East Broadtop proper, outside of the Friends. Although I haven't been able to go because every weekend I've had to go do something else.
Like come here.
Come here.
Yeah, how dare you?
I know I had to go to
monster.
Rhode Island. I drove all the way here to Rhode Island myself. I am the first horseman to drive to Ellis's house out of state.
Oh, I was gonna say that's not true.
I was gonna say
No,
wrong.
Loki, can you like raise your hat up so it looks like it's on my head but smaller?
On my head, but smaller.
There you go. The hat stack. I just noticed he was right behind me.
Get that Coke Zero hat out of here.
We support the Pepsi Navy here.
Sea Navy.
The Air Force.
Well,
What the hell
I'm
else
for
am I doing?
the 7-Up submarines.
Gunna wants to know if your mic is Paragon 2 or 3.
Paragon 2. It's an older one. It's not that good, but for $150, it's a pretty good price. The box is a little damaged. I don't give a shit.
Wow, that's a low price.
Like it was good.
Barge.
And the guy has been.
Realize.
I didn't
Realize
buy it
says
from BLI. I bought it from a guy over in New Jersey. What?
We're gonna take away your chat privileges.
What do you do?
He said BLI sucks, Chris. Oh, Matt's back.
No cheer line for you.
already had 2 glasses today.
No cheer wine for you. Yes, we have the god. We have the god here, cheer wine.
The god is in the other
shut
room.
up.
I am the god of cheer wine.
I'm the god of lamps.
Discount off.
What the hell else
Just
did I
got
buy?
Now, apparently.
Let's talk about that. Oh, that's right. That's right. So
Oh, no.
after we had Matt's fake birthday because he said his thing wrong, I was like, oh, I really should send something to Matt. And I had a bacon-scented candle.
Oh,
And
God.
I was like, Matthew Bacon deserves a bacon-scented candle. And so I boxed that up and sent it to him, and it got there a few days ago.
Hey, Kevon, you're a hoe.
Tyler says Chris hasn't chugged that all yet. Oh,
I haven't what?
Weak sauce.
Chugged
yeah.
all-
He said he
chugged all
didn't
the
chug
cheer
it
wine yet.
yesterday, and he didn't even get halfway.
shut. Oh, Julius.
Graham, Graham,
Ah,
we'll get
yes,
to that.
Mr. Ski Train. Come on, just said foamers.
Graham,
Mr.
we'll
Ski
get to
Train
that.
is here.
Oh, yes.
We're gonna get
Ski
5
Train.
minutes out of the door, and Chris is gonna be like, I have to
Oh,
pee.
he's go.
I have to pee.
Oh, the cheer wine.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Hey,
I asked you about that 5 minutes ago.
I didn't have to go 5 minutes ago.
Uh,
Oh.
Are you okay?
He's
dying.
He's dying. He's forgotten how to drink. He's forgotten how to swallow.
I couldn't swallow it in time. I was laughing too hard.
Are the scale trains models?
You need
marked
help,
out over there?
son.
Or-
So-
What?
What are the models?
So
I
then,
don't know, I
for
thought-
the
Okay.
for the
I know.
course of this week, right? Icer says, you know, I could have gotten the bacon fragrance and made you a bacon-scented candle, but it's okay. I happen to already have this. Somebody gifted me this candle, and I went, wow, that doesn't smell good at all. And so I put it on the shelf, and I forgot about it for years.
You know what's kind of bad? I actually have to go to the bathroom now.
Go
All right.
back and have fun. Let's not.
I will.
All right, time for the bathroom
What just fell? Oh, okay.
Hey, well, we wait
Everyone
for
gets
Chris.
to watch me
Shut
take a
up. Get out. Go.
Hey, while we wait for Chris, since Graham's here, I just wanted to show him that that's what you are.
Yeah, you get it.
What does that say?
Bottom.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. Anyway,
Anyway.
Let's get
Now I need to wait for him to come back before we start with the stuff for this week because it starts with getting him
yeah,
or
'cause I'm done now.
or him came here.
I thought
I'm
it was
outing my own
Friday one.
regifting. Listen, it was not even in the original box. It was in a box from Lush.
What?
Actually, the only thing of note that I did was I lost my shampoo and the body wash on the way here. So that's the only thing I've done for me.
Oh yeah, you didn't
TSA.
realize you couldn't take it through the TSA.
So I had to toss it.
Why did?
I don't know. He told me to turn it off.
Huh? Yeah.
Person behind you.
Boomer.
It's blowing right on me. and I'm
Certified
cold.
Well, you
boomer.
can point it up.
Yeah, idiot.
Cold air
Hey!
falls.
It's gonna rain on us.
Yeah, look at me.
It's gonna rain cold on us.
Graham says, "F this. Screw you, Ogilis." You wanna
That
use the
gets blocked.
Q2s? Use the
Yeah,
screw you. Screw your.
Screw
You used the
your
Q2
Jill.
to pull the ski train. You think that's bad? How much you think I have Walters? Anyway, Chris needs to get the hell out of the bathroom
I
I'm
use
gonna-
my
I'm gonna
bird
pull
to
up
pull
the
ski train.
schedule
It works.
for
I like to
Train.
for Gemini,
Yeah.
Operation Gemini schedule.
Oh yes, that one time we were supposed to be in that suits, but weren't.
Yeah, so it's already gone sideways. It's already made a real mess of our schedule. Eric says the
See,
Q2 is a
sword,
lie.
see, sword, see,
Chris!
sword.
Oh my God!
Chris has his baby.
He's rock, baby.
My grandson.
if you drop that,
That's gonna fall and
If you
shatter
drop that-
everywhere.
I already had to
you're-
clean this floor once.
look, if
Because-
you drop that,
I currently have about 100 pounds of coal in the car. I have 2 40-pound bags, and then I have about this.
Anyway, he
If you
decided to
drop
bring
that,
coal here.
one, if you're cleaning up. Two, you are paying for
Very
for
chum.
floor repairs.
He's
I don't
very
think
chum-
it's gonna need any floor repairs.
You don't know. This house is old.
It
Uh,
doesn't
This is
really
not that heavy.
That's
Still,
fair. Okay. Anyway,
Look like a dent.
so Friday night, you came in
Yes.
with your bags of coal,
And the
and
Duke.
the Duke.
Which, by the way, the
And-
Duke is back in
It was-
action finally.
Yep. It was. I mean, it was a relatively uneventful time. I was just sort of like guiding you on the phone.
Yeah.
Like, I come up here to take
Am I
that
still in
left.
Connecticut? Yes.
Oh, I know what happened.
I see someone a walking black lung already.
Don't
I
worry.
said-
If I get black lung, it's all paid for from the government. So I'm all right with it.
Agili's in the back with the YouTube commentating neckbeard pose. And Matt says bottom text.
Bottom text.
Cole, the correct steam fuel. Oh, here we go. Milky, you're going to have to
Bunker
fight this
C.
man.
Oh,
Bunker C. Bunker C. Son, I'm gonna disown
Give
you.
me not.
Okay.
Anyway, also Agili's. Be
Oh
afraid.
yes, I forgot. I was gonna give you that. I forgot
They're
about that.
trees. So he got in, and then the next, we didn't like do much. We just hung out
it's
and looked
kind
at
of like 10 o'clock at night.
and looked at books, and then what was? Oh my God,
It's
Chris.
okay, I got it. It's little pieces. I will clean the floor.
So
So
lick the coal off the floor, Chris.
the following day,
Yeah,
yesterday, was rather eventful.
Oh yes.
The day of trying to collect everybody. So Agilius comes in at 11:30. Well, first of all, you and I, we went and got breakfast.
Yeah,
We
I
sort of
got
toured around Providence and got breakfast at the Seaplane Diner. Then we got him from the train station at 11:30. Then stop T-posing.
I'm assuming my dog.
We came back here very briefly. We ran out to do a couple of errands. And then we went on top of the parking garage for TF Green Station so that we could watch Dean's plane come in. Because there was there was like a private plane blocking the main runway at TF Green. I don't know what happened there. It was still there like several hours later.
Harrison Ford at it again.
We went down,
I want to go fly an old plane.
we went back down to track level at TF Green Station to see the Acela go by at what may have been top speed. And then we came back here, tooled around for a little bit, then Milky landed. And that's where the fun begins. Milky's like, hey, I just got on the ground. And we went, okay, let's go. We gotta get to Boston to pick Milky up. We're on the highway, and for whatever reason the car starts just like
shaking,
juddering. And I'm like, this seems wrong. Like this is worse than usual. And so we pulled over and like looked, and it's like it seems like we have a flat tire, but we don't have a flat tire. So let's keep going. And eventually I tried to get back up to speed, and it just wasn't having it. So I went, okay, we're gonna get off here.
Call Tony.
And yeah,
We're gonna get off and go look at it.
yeah. And
Nothing looks wrong.
and nothing looks wrong. And so I called up Tony, who is a god.
Tony.
And he goes, oh, it's, it sounds like something's up with your tire. Have you run your hand around it to see if it's still perfectly round or whatever? And I was like, no, I have not. And he goes, I tell you what, I'm on vacation right now, but we haven't left. Here's my address. Drive to my house, and we'll take a look at it. I already closed at the shop. Drive to my house. And I was like, all right, cool. We'll do that. And so we get on the local streets, and we start heading towards his house in Smithfield. And yeah,
I think it was Route 120.
we were on Route 120,
120, yeah.
and boom.
Tacos.
Da 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 da. Yeah, it suddenly gets a lot worse, and it felt like it was even getting better for a minute there, but it suddenly got a lot worse.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, we got to pull over right here. I'm not driving, 5 more feet. This is where things get kind of dumb.
Oh,
So
God.
we called Tony,
Well, we get
And
out
he's
and look,
like-
and we see it's a blown
yeah,
tire.
the tire blew up. If
have
somebody
pictures,
has,
actually.
yeah, if somebody had actually, hold on, no, I got a picture. My son saved the picture. Let's see. I asked him to send.
Send
Yeah,
news.
there it is. I'm gonna put this in the
I have a photo where it's not
I have it.
pineapple delivery service.
well, the one that I'm going to post is the pineapple
Well, you know
delivery
what
service.
Julie's being asked.
Yeah.
Love you, God.
Yeah.
It's,
Well, it was not great, and so we tried to get this tire off. We cranked the car up before we tried to get the tire off, which wasn't the wisest thing. I called Tony. He's
No,
on the way.
I mean, we tried to break them loose with the car still on the ground, and it still didn't work.
But
and your tire iron didn't do crap.
the tire iron is Chris in
Whoa.
trouble. The tire iron that was in the back of the car is slightly larger than the lugs. And so Volvo packed this thing, which was like a tube that was the right size, and then like a spoon-looking thing to put into that to crank. It's not a normal tire iron. And so we eventually figured that out, but we'd already cranked the car up, and the lugs were a lot harder to undo. And eventually I just sort of went, okay, we got to crank this back down. We found a little thing of WD-40. And Tony heard of our predicament and he was coming to get us. He was coming to help us with the correct tools and everything. We also happened.
bent the spoon. We bent the spoon.
We bent the little spoon rod thing.
Yeah.
We happened to be stranded in front of somebody's house that owned a Volvo, so they eventually brought out a tire iron that was the right size, which that did help. That helped us break loose one of the bolts.
Yeah, after an hour.
Yeah, after like an hour, and right when Tony showed up, and then Tony comes out with his giant breaker bar and goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and undoes the other 4 within the span of 10 seconds. And it was like, okay, cool.
God damn it.
I'm glad we have you. Yeah, Tony is the real MVP. German
He
efficiency.
saved most of the boys.
Nothing about this is German.
He saved most of it.
And then we go get the spare aired up after getting it on. We put the hubcap
The
on.
hubcap on.
And then we get back here. Notice
No hubcap.
it's gone.
Hubcap's gone. We
Hubcap's
lost.
gone
We
forever.
lost the hubcap somewhere, probably on I-95.
Probably.
So now I have 3 hubcaps.
So it'll never be seen again.
And Volvo, no, Voldo. He says, yeah, so that was unfortunate, but now I'm going to live my lifelong dream of having Steelies on my car instead of the stupid hubcaps. I'm gonna pull off all those hubcaps. I'm tired of them.
By the way, the spares look a little low. I'm gonna have to get home.
Yeah,
Probably
I
a little
mean,
more air.
the thing is the
So
pump wouldn't let me air it up all the way. It was only letting me air it to like 30.
Well, you
and-
you press plus on that button, it raises it up.
It was saying max.
Um,
And
you don't have it.
And the other thing is, I was nervous about it because that tire doesn't have a PSI like range on it. I looked all over it; it doesn't have it. So I think I'm just gonna bear with it until Monday.
Yeah, why don't
On newer cars, on
You know.
newer cars, there's a sticker in the door jamb that tells you the tire pressures.
Hey, Dean, can I tell you something?
You have it.
No, can I tell you something? Ellis's car is from 1988.
No.
It's like 93, and it's
93.
like 27 years
It's-
old.
It's
from
older than
1993.
everyone in this room.
It is. It really is.
In fact, we don't have both of my cars are older than everyone in this room.
Here
Uh,
is 94 and 90.
For Ellis, this had to suck. Well, not necessarily for us. It was a little bit of an adventure. I mean, it is unfortunate that it happened. Poor Milky. Because Milky was supposed to be waiting for us at South Station, and we had to be like, we can't get you.
We can't get you. We're
We
dead.
can't get you. Get a train. We're sorry.
Won't be the first time.
Yeah.
Stuff just completely fell through, but that's
Yeah.
a story for
Fell apart.
And
2020
then we were
sucks.
like, TJ, you're the emergency backup. You need to go get him from Providence when
And
he
then
gets
I
in.
yeeted myself on the MBT.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I have TJ drive up, wait like another hour, or I could just wait. Or,
The same
well,
amount of time.
Yeah.
and take a train.
Yeah, there you go.
And they're conditioned not to double deck trains.
I like Chris says Tony looks like how you think, by the way.
But
Yeah, he
does.
really
He
does.
does. He looks exactly
fits
like
the
him.
name.
If you
Tony.
think
He's
of a
not
guy-
My
fat.
dad doesn't.
He's
His
not
name is
fat,
Tony.
but
You
he's
don't fit the
very
name Tony
Italian.
either.
Because I'm not called Tony. I'm called Dean.
I'm not gonna say it.
You can be where-
No. I hate the
You can be
name.
the taxi attack dog.
Anthony.
I sexually identify as an Apache attack
I
helicopter.
sexually identify as
Alright.
Dean.
He's not fat. Hopefully it didn't everyone
I
cause
mean,
too much to
he's,
get fixed up.
he's built.
What he
Yeah.
has built, yeah.
What you'd expect an Italian guy named
Named
Tony
Tony.
to look and sound like.
Gold chain and all.
With the gold chain,
Wife beater.
the white beater, sleeveless T-shirt,
The
the
accent.
chair on the head,
The accent.
the farmer's tan, and the accent is exactly what this man is.
They also just to add to it, because it's him and his dad that run the shop, they talk to each other in Italian. They don't speak to each other in English.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, that's perfect.
Ready.
Ellis
Is
is
he-
right.
is
If
he
I
short
ever
and
come
stout?
up
He's
here
not-
and I need
he's not
maintenance,
that
I'll go in
short.
shop.
What?
If I ever need maintenance, I'll go-
Yeah.
Like he's short compared to everyone in this fucking room.
Well,
Yeah,
But,
compared,
like,
yeah,
compared to
us,
most
sure,
most
but,
people in this
but,
room.
but he's about his
he's
size.
about
His
about
height.
this size.
Which is, I know it's insulting now, but whatever.
Anyway, so that began this adventure. Where we finally get everyone to the PN. we ordered like
Pizza.
we ordered like
Pizza
50 bucks
Hut.
of Domino's
industrial
with the
amount of
coupons and
Domino's.
everything.
Yeah.
And then he's going to get the Domino's. He's probably going to get the Domino's.
Or more coal.
I hope not.
Mm.
Anyway, just don't.
I'm
Nobody
gonna
touch it. The less you touch it, the less dust there is everywhere. And the less I have to clean. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah,
Can you? Why are you?
Are there any of those cinnamon thingies left?
Yes.
Yes.
But they're cold.
Yeah, you don't want to eat those cold.
I'll eat them.
Okay.
Have one of them.
I'll eat them. Pizza podcast.
Pizza time.
Pizza time.
Anyway,
Anyway, so we raided the PN. We were there for like 6 hours.
It was
it felt like
Wow.
3 hours.
It was incredible. We started out just sorting ourselves out and programming engines or whatever. Then we did like an op session thing, and then it became like every man for themselves. So can I just have one of the boxes of little garlic things? Hold on. These guys. Wait, not those guys.
Parmesan.
These guys. So yeah, these are not great cold though.
Whatever. What else did we do? Then we went home.
Everybody
can hear
enjoying the
all
live
that.
podcast of us chowing down.
We came here and did nothing.
You shouldn't have brought this in here.
Sleep.
The chow
Oh, wait.
podcast.
No, I can't talk about that one.
What?
Can't. I'm not.
What?
I'm not.
Why'd you bring it up then?
I don't even know what the hell you're talking
Because I
about.
forgot that is a lie.
There was a ride. There was a ride here where everyone was on Tinder at the
Yeah,
same
At the
time,
same time.
and I was driving, and these guys are just reporting to me Tinder
What was going on?
escapades.
Yeah.
It's
We have a girl. We're trying to get over
You
here.
got mad.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
you
a
didn't
dog.
say that on the internet.
A really sweet dog. I love
It's for the
You
dogs.
dog.
have a dog.
it's for the dog.
I want to
Yeah,
hug
it's
a
really
dog.
for the
dog.
I
Um,
wanna hug a Ruby.
basically, Els did not have the best time. Lol, says Tyler. Anyway, so then today we all met up, and everyone here plus Madison, we went out for breakfast at a place called the Lorraine Diner, which I've talked about before. It is designed to look like a trolley car that they've turned into a diner. But it was actually built specifically for that purpose by a place in Worcester that made these counter cars. And what's on? Did Chris dump coal on the floor?
Yes.
Not yet.
No, we
I
just
didn't bring the
Amazing.
20 pound bag.
Uh,
20 pound bag there.
Chris has placed coal on the floor multiple
Yes.
times now.
It left dust everywhere.
But we went out, we did that. We walked down the Mashasik just so that we could go into Providence Yard and see a couple more trains go by, and then we came back here and did this podcast because, frankly, it's really hot and humid outside, and rail fanning and hot and humid sucks, as anybody who has ever rail fan knows, or anybody who's ever been outside at all for any reason understands. We're not at the beach; it's not worth it. Tomorrow is Chris, you're staying around. You're
Yeah,
sticking
I'm
around.
staying on Tuesday.
So hopefully none of your coworkers watch this.
No, they don't. They don't know this place exists.
Planning a
Rhode Island.
I mean, probably not.
Rhode Island doesn't
That's what
exist.
I do.
Mouth without New Zealand.
Donna Graves is here.
Hey!
She goes, they go, I hate going outside for any reason. Agreed.
Come
I-
here.
I screwed
Come
up.
join us.
I'm sorry.
Come say
I
hi.
did it again.
So this here.
Oh, not.
They don't live here. They're
I'm
in,
not
they're in
here.
DC.
Not in
house.
They're in DC.
Well, there's trains.
They live in DC. If Donna Graves got on a train, they'd be here like tomorrow.
I mean, it is Yesella, right?
I mean, there is that Fountains of Wayne song about the Acela. Anyway, so, somebody's phone's doing a thing.
Not mine.
Huh?
Whose phone is this?
Yeah, it's mine.
Anyway, Donna Gray says, "Psh," as if I'd ever pay for the Acela.
Yeah.
This guy did.
Yeah, this dummy
did.
did.
This dumbass.
This guy did. YDP O'Jilly shoves his face full of pizza. He just says, "Hey, Al."
Sherman.
It's cinnamon.
Oh, there's a difference. Who cares? It's food.
Kevon says, "Come to Texas and enjoy the 100-degree weather with 65% humidity."
We already
Not
had
that.
65%. Those are rookie numbers. You got to
Those are
pump those
rookie
numbers up.
That sounds like my
we
fucking
had-
work.
100% in Memphis. Like
Any-
multiple times.
Anyway, tomorrow we're not really sure what we're gonna get up to. We have listed on the schedule Battleship Cove, maybe go to Newport. Something else I suggested was the Lighthouse Museum, which Donna Grace has been to. And just generic Rhode Island stuff. Alternately, it is a Monday. It is a weekday. We do have Chris here. We can go and rail fan the Providence and Worcester and some other local things like that. Because, let's be honest, I work Monday to Friday. I don't get to do basically any rail fanning with the Providence Worcester because they basically only run Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to get up that early anyway.
Yeah.
Then we may do
Nothing getting up.
on the 28th, we're looking at like a Boston day. I don't know what else we want to add onto that day if we do the local rail fanning tomorrow, but we're going to make sure that we go and see the Mattapan line, among other things. Donna Grace says, I love Newport. Rookie numbers, come on. Come to Ohio where you can get snow in July and 100-degree days all in one day. Donna Grace says that they love Ohio.
Why?
My hair is not gay, Chris. Say it to my face, huh?
TJ's hair is majestic, says TBA.
But
Hey, Gloomy's here too.
like a horse.
I love this. I love doing live podcasts. So
great.
the 29th is where things really kick off. Chris is leaving on the 28th, but the rest of us are piling into the wagon. Hopefully nothing explodes. And we're going to we're going out across Massachusetts and into Massachusetts. And what are you guys doing?
Stop talking on the
You want to
podcast.
share with the class?
Stop talking on the podcast.
I know you're supposed to know.
Stop talking on the podcast. Ah!
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Hopefully nothing
Don't
explodes. He
throw
says
shit.
Richard. Listen, Donna Grace, I don't know how long you've been here. Well, of course, you saw the thing in Postmodern Family. Hopefully nothing else explodes, I should say. So we're going to go to the steaming tender. Well, we're going to get takeout from the steaming tender because they're not doing dine-in service.
Yeah.
And we're going as far
We're going to
west
Flavortown,
as
baby.
and Fuller's. Flavortown and Fuller's, New York, which is where there's this very strange arrangement of railroad and road on the formerly New York Central Main Line. We're going to see some of that. We're going to see some Selkirkisms. We also may stop at the State Line Tunnel on the way out
Yeah.
because that's a fun place to go. And then we're staying overnight in Williamstown, which is right outside of North Adams.
We will not be giving the address to you guys because we do not want anthrax sent to the address. It's just an Airbnb, guys. Please do not
Touch it.
Don't
even look at it.
Graham says earache. OMG.
Where is
TVA Madison is far away from us.
Yeah, she decided to conveniently stay the night somewhere else.
Yeah.
Away
Well,
from us.
Full disclosure, because of the COVID risk with people coming in from out of state.
Yeah, she's saying
and the fact that she works a customer facing position in Macy's, she's doing the safe thing so that, well, A, nobody gets sick, and B, her work doesn't get pissed off at her. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Well, it's a little different than staying in a house with somebody for a week. I may die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. So on the 30th, after the overnight stay in Massachusetts, we're then going to do some Pan Am rail fanning in North Adams, the Hoosick Tunnel, and going to East Deerfield and Turner's Falls. Basically, whatever we want to see around there. The 31st, or that night we come back here. The 31st. Seashore's on. Seashore has a question mark.
Sure.
We'll be heading towards Maine. We may stop at Seashore.
Portland. Before it
Portland
dies.
is the next day.
Portland before it dies.
Yikes.
Portland 9.
No comment.
No comment. No comment.
So
It just is.
the Seashore is on the way up.
Because they have all the
but-
protests.
Our ultimate.
Poor little
No, that's not why.
The whole Maine Heritage Museum got kidnapped.
It was.
They've established an autonomous zone, but only along the right of way.
Yes.
But we're going again potentially to Seashore. It's on the way up, but we're going. The ultimate destination is, I believe, Rumford, Maine, where there's the paper mill, to see some Pan Am switching action.
WWF2 expansion boogaloo.
And then and then we stay overnight at a place in Sunday River.
Yes.
On the 1st, which is the Saturday, we're going to be doing some of the same stuff, but we're going to be heading towards Two-Footisms, towards the WWNF, and maybe catching the last train of the day for the main narrow gauge, even though they don't have a steam engine, because they said they're running that day. So we'll see, what the WWNF has in store. It's supposed to be a training day, so there may be stuff running. If not, I mean, it's worth just seeing the place sometimes, and it'll be like a teaser for everyone for Operation Apollo, because definitely we're gonna try to plan around some big event there for that. The expanded car barn was just the beginning.
Soon they will have all the names.
Donna Grace also loves Williamstown, which is
Williamstown, Virginia is nice. I've been down there.
no, that's Williamsburg.
Haven't been to.
That's Williamsburg. Williamstown is the place that we're staying. Well, not you. Outside of North
seeking
Adams.
out more chomp over there.
Williamsburg, Virginia is nice.
All right, let's cut
Williamsburg's
to
pretty
the
cool.
O'Gilly's eating cam.
I mean, listen, guys.
Give
it's
me.
not.
I haven't had one of them. Just one left.
Well,
Lick it.
is somebody okay? So, if that's it for what we're doing and what we're going to do, what we've done and what we're going to do, that means it's time for.
Look at
My voice hurts.
Oh, that's what we should have got Mike Bednar for.
Oh,
Call him up.
Anyway,
right now.
no, don't call him up.
I don't
No,
have his phone
good.
number.
We're good. We're good. We're good. What we're gonna do? This is the versus to determine sleeping arrangements between the southern Mikados and the SP Mikados.
Anthony,
You need to get your thing in here for Southern Mikados. I also need a picture so I can put them in the thing. Take some COVID, pass it around. No more dominoes left in the box. Okay, Mike.
Here's me away, going up through the fucking valley, man, and the fucking Yakos.
Here we have a valley guy.
Oh, I should probably pull.
I need you to pull it up and put it in here, and I need a picture. I want a picture of Mikados.
Remember last night when we asked the girl for
I can't
Dude,
copy
Spider-Man?
images, can I? I can't share image.
Maybe not the thing to talk about on the podcast.
I have no idea how big
Well,
this image is.
still,
so.
no shit. We asked for pictures of Spider-Man, and we got pictures of Spider-Man.
We did.
Goodbye, TJ.
Excuse me, fellas.
How big is that image? Is it big or small?
Bye, TJ. Don't let the
Big.
door hit your ass.
It's
on the
big
way
enough.
because you're so
Big
dumb
enough.
big.
Okay.
Oh!
Yeah, you
Those thigh huggers, OMG. Julie, pull down your shorts, gross.
No!
That's what I should do.
Does that
Don't
turn
go
you
shit.
on?
Why not?
What I should do is I'm going to go over here so Joyce can't see.
So we can't stalk.
Yeah, because you should go over there that you can see each other.
Christy says you're weird but entertaining. Great. Christy's watching too.
Who the hell is Christy?
Mason's girlfriend.
Oh, hi, Christy. I always see you on Facebook, but I always forget who the hell is Christy Stein. Oh, wait, it's Mason's girlfriend.
Name dropping. Name dropping.
Let's not
Okay,
dox.
well,
Let's not
it's not
dox
gonna
people
happen
on this
anymore,
podcast.
Asshole.
It's not just me, not just him.
Like, I just, yeah, no
I-
offense, but I always.
Will my services be required at bashing these things? Tyler, you're welcome to add in whatever is necessary, but because Chris is not part of this, Chris is our foremost Steam expert here.
Yes.
I believe they're called MacArthur's. Okay, so where is your locomotive?
How gay do you want to be
Only
today?
because-
How gay.
All of it.
Oh, there's Agility's engine. I need your Steam locomotive page in the document where it belongs.
What do you need?
Steamfest 07 Choo Choo 4.
Is that what it's called?
Steamfest 07.
Oh my god.
Style point for
Goddamn.
UL.
Alright, so
No,
we're
it's
taking 745 and 4501, right? Is that what we're taking?
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
745.
I know about both of those engines, so I can wreck both.
dude.
Oh
of
no,
those
this can only go forward.
And hey, guess what? You have a set of books that I can use at my disposal. I'm drinking blood back
He's calling me so that he can hear the Soviet anthem.
Who is?
It's my son.
Oh, but now.
You're grounded.
You are ground. You are ground.
Oh shit! This is fucking great.
Curious.
Ellen, Thomas was to take it back.
What class is this?
MK5.
MK5. MK-5. The dash is important.
McDash 5.
It's just Mark 5. It's locomotive version 5. I'm also going to. Normally we have the steam locomotive pages
Lose
in.
this one so hard.
Mine's in
Yeah, no, I'm saying.
Aiden is not grounded, but don't listen to Ellis.
Whoa, hold on a minute.
Southern MS versus Southern MS.
No, hold on. I'm adding the MK5 as both the steam locomotive pages and the Discord picture.
Oh.
So that people can see it. No.
My phone was not over there.
Madison tried to
Oh,
call me. I
Joey's
hope she-
cheating!
I can get on.
Asking chat for help.
Is he really?
This is not okay.
It's ground.
All right.
Wait,
Wait, what does? What is it? The chew
Chew
one?
line.
I don't know that.
No, it doesn't
Holy
get
crap! Wait a
necessarily
minute. I want some now.
Wait, you two have never had cheer wine.
I've never read chew wine.
I'm not
Stop
a
pushing
scoop.
me.
Oh, that's not a scoop thing.
I'm gonna
I
end
don't
you.
scoop them.
Oh my
but I'm not
God.
a scoop.
I barely even scooped her.
Fucking give that to Ellis. Make him drink it.
Now Donna Grace is calling me. This is the third call I've gotten in 2 seconds.
Scoop it with it.
Oh my God. It's gone to
Hello,
hell in a
Tesora.
I'm sorry, I just.
handle.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is a stream. All right.
What'd she say?
She just said the delay is so bad when because
Now remember, guys, this is the last bottle
Says the
of
one
the
who
cheer
chugged
wine.
it. Yes, says
This is my
Now he's
last
calling me.
bottle.
now Eric is calling me.
Oh,
I'm gonna turn my phone off.
So this is all we have.
You're also grounded. All right. Anyway, let's do locomotive versus. Stop calling me. I forget how many people have my phone number. All right. So, I'm looking at these two engines.
Yeah.
I'm looking at these two engines, and I'm thinking which one deserves to go first.
Choo Choo 4.
Choo Choo 4.
All right, Choo Choo 4.
Choo Choo 4.
Achilles, you're up.
Hey,
SP MK5.
Mark 5.
aren't you the driver, Chris? What's the better kind of?
So this is over.
Am I allowed to take a picture of my opponent?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
It'll take
3 years. I'll wait till later.
Joey, I'll put your phone over here.
You just get to watch me cold.
Let's see. I can't ask any waste.
You're gonna die.
I guess we'll just start
So
with
yeah, I'm gonna move on to the bounce. So
Alright.
I can.
Oh,
driver diameter.
hold on. They just asked for pictures of the engine and streaming and recording. That I can do. There's
Oh,
one.
that's tight. That's what she said.
Let's not do that right now.
I can do it. I'll do it.
Please don't.
I'll do it again.
We appear to have somewhat mixed company in the chat, so let's not.
Oh god.
All right.
Hey,
and there we
TBA,
go.
I guess you're not watching the podcast. I guess if you're going to War Thunder, huh? Some fake fan you are. You asshole.
Fucking.
He's obligated to watch the podcast when he's on the
I guess you're
podcast.
just not my friend.
Dilly, you can't ask the chat for help. No, you
Anyway,
can't do this.
Don't help
Back in
him.
my day,
I'm
Windows
kidding.
6
It's
was
a
a
joke.
self-shooter game.
Hey, Dilly, you should take the folder here Milky was on it. That way, then the two locomotive versions.
anyway.
Well,
I'll let my legs say it.
well, no.
For God's sake, now you're not even in the shot. We don't want to see your shaved legs.
You don't want to see.
Look how clean they are.
Yeah, so Dilly shaves his legs, folks. This is not okay.
No, it's okay.
Oh,
God.
What the hell's happening?
You stupid fuck.
Are you okay?
He's gonna do it from down here.
Jesus.
Get on the chair.
Sit on the chair. Away
But
from
no,
me.
the reason why you were in different chairs was so you couldn't see. So.
Yeah.
As I use them with the footrest.
Achilles, get up. Get on the chair. Let's start this thing. Come on. Come on.
Get on your feet.
Get up, good boy.
Get on your feet, comrade.
Does the Southern serve the South?
Yeah,
Says
No.
It's
Achilles.
wait. Who said that?
Donna Grace says, now that everyone's used Ellis's bathroom, can we all agree that he has a great shower? I don't know.
I haven't used it.
Oh, that's right. He's staying in a hotel.
I
And-
live in my
Yeah,
house.
and TJ.
I will say this. There is a running theme with horseman members, because I've stayed in 2 horseman members' houses, that their shower heads are lower than the persons who live here.
It's not lower than me. It's not lower than me.
Wybold is at his chest
Yes,
level.
welcome to being tall. You can't
Mine-
have shower heads over your head.
So
Mine
Wybold
is
is a giant.
I have to do squats to wash my hair.
But
Same.
but I will say there's also a running theme of horse members having high water pressure, which is nice. I like that.
I also have outrageously hot water.
Yes.
Anyway,
that's
all right,
the hard
all
one.
right. Welcome on to
I
Versus.
want to tell a story. I turned the shower on last night, and I stuck my hand out. I turned it like halfway up the H side, and I put my hand under there, and it burned me really bad.
Oh, your fault.
Achilles?
Anyway, can you get on
I'll
the
do that. Yeah, the last thing everyone wants to hear about is you guys taking showers.
That was a great story. Thank you for sharing.
All right. All right. Anyway,
What he said?
Doc says he would like you to suffer. So you go first.
Oh, Julie's who?
Well,
All right. All right, so I know I'm gonna lose this one in the regular points.
Are you
So
sure?
I'm just Milky. I have no weight stats. I'm oil.
You shouldn't have told Dean you have no weight stats.
He knows. What
I do.
Okay.
You did?
I
Oh
don't.
no! Here we
well,
go.
you does.
For the record, this is Locomotive Versus. If you don't have a stat, you just can't use it.
Yeah, you can't play it.
It's not like Loco Royale where if you don't have it, you get nothing.
So you know it.
Yeah. Well, no, I have it. I just
Achilles.
Achilles.
What?
Do.
trying to think. Give me a minute.
I think there's something here, but
Oh, I guess there's more.
I guess.
How about we start off with what is your driver diameter?
Okay, driver diameter is 63 inches.
Mine is also 63 inches.
All right,
Hey,
Dean, you're up.
nice.
Stop. Get out of here.
Anyway,
Locomotive Versus.
anyway, what is? I can find it. Your Loca base ID.
You're
this isn't that bad.
5. Yes, it is.
It will go here.
What is it?
5440.
44.
TJ,
Yeah, 'cause-
TJ, well, over in my bag there's a pair of headphones that he does for a second.
You
The
got.
suit-
I have an
Stop.
obscure Mikado, and you have Southern 4501.
Yeah, you gotta stop.
I gotta point this out.
Number built.
Bruh.
It's gonna kill me.
Let me get a
37.
sound effect too up here.
135.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Southern was busy.
But did they serve the South?
Yes, they did.
I don't believe you.
So they didn't serve Florida, therefore they didn't serve the South.
Florida is not part of the South. Florida is Florida.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, North Florida is.
man.
Florida is. Florida.
Can you stop with the sound effects?
Yeah, they get on it.
I'm not holding it back. You guys can go.
Yeah.
Do you have minimum weight of rail?
Yes, he does.
Minimum control F. Minimum 89-pound rail.
90.
Yeah.
Oh! Agility gets the point. It's 2-1. It's 2-1. Agility has the ball.
God. We did beat those guys.
So,
There's the mean.
what do you think?
Agilities don't waste it. Says
Where's
Doc.
Oh,
The ball. TJ is so cool. He wears sunglasses inside. Says,
So I
says
don't reveal
Crab.
my true identity.
You have.
What is, I
Hey,
guess.
you get shot or
Take this
something?
big one.
Hold on. I need to look at something.
Yeah.
What
It's so-
is this? Is might kill me. I don't know. What is your firebox area?
Firebox.
Firebox area.
212.
242.
Oh, Julius. 2-2. TJ wears the sunglasses on the podcast so that the girls from Tinder can't recognize him.
Because he gets so many.
God damn it.
Yeah, there's so many. You know, I just
They really
Well, the thing is, now that he's on here, it's, rate drops to 0.
Yeah. So for my weight, we're not.
Yeah, you're
yeah,
doing good.
apparently.
Yeah, he got
What
one.
is-
Also, you shouldn't be wearing that in here.
No.
Oh.
No.
The Seahawks shirt.
What
I
is?
came out of the hotel and I was like, "What the hell are you wearing?"
At least
All right,
Lions jersey.
Hey,
Yeah.
Julius.
He's my team's for a Super Bowl.
That-
Lions are fine. Lions are okay.
What is your grade area?
Great area. 53.7.
70.4.
All right, you could let him finish.
I'm just gonna go firebox. What is your evaporative heating surface?
32.31.
4215.
Wow. Oh boy. Holy crap.
You're my son for a week.
I will eat you.
I'm proud of you.
All right,
I will
Julius.
chop you up and I will eat you.
That's a strange threat. Julius.
Super heating surface.
6.99.
890.
Stop.
You couldn't have at least on it.
Okay.
Combined heating surface.
Oh, there it is.
39.30.
5105.
I think you're still under 4,000. Okay, stop with the sound effects. Come on.
And
We will kick you out.
It's the boy who drinks blue.
evaporative heating surface.
Divided by sun volume?
Yeah.
162.52.
244.97.
Wow, yours is outrageously low, Dean. That's really low.
That's why I didn't play it.
That's concerningly low. Although it does mean something if you ever get the ball back.
Yeah.
Anyway, Julius?
Oh, you missed it. Aiden was trying to snap here. Ace was trying to.
We don't need him to do that.
Can I call him back?
No.
Ace, I'm
no.
sorry.
We're in the
They
middle
said
of locomotive versus, goddammit.
What is your Bauer Bombudation?
Where is it?
Thank you.
I
I knew exactly who I needed to look at for that.
95.94.
Oh,
What the hell is
1480.
that called?
Holy crap.
Wow, that was bad.
No, wait. 14,080.
Yeah. That's right.
14080. Okay.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah, as in you killed him. You killed
what is
Dean.
your same as above plus superseder heater percentage?
Eber.
11,000. 11,321.
16,474.
Okay, stop with the sound effects.
We're gonna get copyrighted.
I think that is something.
Yeah.
We're gonna lose our 2 cents.
All right.
Oh,
Julius.
boy.
Same as above, but substitute firebox area for grade area.
45,029.
That's uncomfortably close. Oh, never mind. No, it's not. 56,628.
All right. It is currently 2-10, Julius. I believe 4501 gonna shed some light on this. I believe 4501 is a light Mikado, and the other may be a heavy Mikado.
4501 is the basis for the USRA light Mikado. It is not
That's
a true
right.
light Mikado.
That's
Power L1.
Power L. 10,060.
16,397. Power MT.
411.28.
675.62.
Wow.
I'm getting cream.
And pounded.
I haven't even
Okay.
tried to save him yet.
Stop.
It is 2-12
Wait
now.
till I destroy them.
How have I gotten this?
Hey, over here, TJ.
My choices are really.
Please don't throw stuff around.
Kobe.
What? Kobe.
So,
Dead. How dare you?
Like
No,
the spirit
it's
of Kobe.
can I ask?
Self
Can I phone a
guided
friend? Am I allowed to phone a friend?
No.
That's never been an option.
It never was.
I don't
I didn't
know.
actually know who Kobe Bryant was.
Is higher boiler pressure better or lower boiler pressure?
Higher is better.
I don't
But I
know.
have more storage speed.
This isn't a versus. This is a straight up murder, says Eric.
He's right.
This is the first time the podcast has been on the correct day of the week in forever. Technically, it's supposed to be done on Saturdays, but you know,
whatever.
Released on Sunday. Well, it is being released on Sunday.
Yeah.
Any stats relating to that?
Gotta ask something.
Boiler pressure.
Boiler.
That's gonna be. I'm gonna lose this one.
I don't know.
I need to ask
You're
something.
gonna-
I mean,
know
I am
about
real engine. Boiler. I saw it. I'm looking for it right now. 180.
It'll be fine.
200 apparently. Okay.
There you go.
Told you I'm older.
Also, that's still kind of low.
So you're better.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
that's
they
really
are-
low.
they
I was
are
like,
low.
I'm probably gonna lose that one.
Like especially like for their
Oh, I
for the years.
Don't want to ask that one though. That one's
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, no, that is gotta be fairs.
High pressure cylinders. What's their size? That one.
27 by 30.
Damn it.
Oh yes.
I knew it. What are yours, Julius?
26 by 28.
Yeah. All right, Dean, you get the ball.
Uh-huh.
It's 3-13. You're down by 10. Can you pull this out?
11.
Hopefully.
He's down by 11.
Down by 11. It's
Factor
3-13.
adhesion.
Oh, factor of adhesion. 4.19.
4.05.
Okay, that's really good.
No, 4.06. But,
Still really good. I was gonna say that's not bad, but that's really good.
Yeah. Let's do. Can I see a picture of his engine?
Okay.
I might not be able to.
That is a chunky locomotive. It really is.
It is.
On the list of engines that probably should have had a high headlight.
Yeah. It should
No,
have- it should
it
have-
looks so much better.
No,
with
this
the
looks,
better
no,
headlight.
this looks terrible.
Look at the space.
No,
Great.
it doesn't look so good with the low headlight.
Look at
It's
the
sexy.
space there is.
No.
You know what?
That's
you know,
like a
you know
good
what? You know
5
what it should
feet
have?
at least.
Have the halfway raise.
No, never.
Right.
No,
Yeah,
disgusting.
Yeah, put it in the middle, man.
Anyway,
Breading boys.
Anyway, do you have? I can't do that. Do you have axle load? Do you have it?
Yes.
Oh,
No, I don't.
No, you don't. Okay. Do you have radon drivers? He does. Never do that.
214, 920. Oh, 20.
To your 15,700.
Wait, what? Hold on, what?
I'm an oil locomotive.
That doesn't make a difference.
Oh, wait, no, it's an oil. That doesn't make sense. Yeah. Wait, yeah. Okay, that doesn't make sense. 214, 020.
And yours is?
215,700.
How?
What?
No. We need to figure this out.
You're just smaller.
Oh, no.
I'm
I mean,
older
he's
too.
just. You are?
I probably am. Yeah.
TJ looks like the dude doing the Sasquatch so bad. Anyway,
You got caught sense.
Okay, we
No,
need to
I
do
said,
some
he said I'm the dude who
investigation.
does the soap ad.
Okay, we need to do some investigation.
no, we don't though because you lose. Julius.
Can we call it? Am I allowed to say we
No,
call
you
it?
need 2 more.
I don't want to call.
Can I call it, please?
I really don't want to call it. I should have played. That, but I didn't.
What's your wheel arrangement?
Go ahead, ask it. Go ahead, do it.
That's
See what
not
happens.
No.
See what happens.
They know what happens.
All right.
Somebody's got to ask something.
Yeah. Well, Julius has to ask something, or we do. I have a question. Tender water capacity.
I hate you.
Does he have that?
Oh wait, no, I don't hate you.
Yes, he has that because he's
Oh,
a
no.
steam engine.
I
kind of
don't
need
have
that.
any
You don't have it.
That's kind of very important.
Yeah.
Tender water capacity is 9,000 gallons.
8,000.
Yeah, boy.
What?
I don't know.
All right. Well, Julius, you only have to ask one more stat, and if you win it,
Not this one. I don't want to ask that one.
don't
No.
wanna go to
it doesn't use water; it uses Mountain Dew.
I mean, with it being a
Are
Louisiana,
longer locomotives better or shorter?
Shorter, smaller turntables at all. Unless you are Japan, then you run on something else. Yeah, black holes.
Stop helping me.
He's coach. He's the coach.
He's coach.
I want my damn SP engine
I-
to win.
I think
It's
I
winning.
can get away with that one.
But
I'm sorry, I'm going to destroy it.
Why?
I'm in the destroy. You're destroying it.
But don't worry, I'll get it sometime.
I may be your
All right,
son.
overall,
All right, you
overall
You are
wheelbase.
not my
Overall wheelbase.
67.04.
I may be your
Yes! Oh my god.
I was looking at 2 images of them from similar angles, and it looked shorter.
All right, Dean. Dean, you're down by 10.
What's mine? 69.76.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. I gotta satisfy my curiosity. Year built.
1913.
1911.
Yeah.
Oh. I would have saved your curiosity for later, Dean. But oh well.
Are we going?
Just get it over with.
All right, it's 5-16, and we're going to style points.
All right.
God
I gotta
damn it.
stand
I've
up
got a
for
lot.
this shit.
No,
goodness.
no, he can keep
We're
going.
gonna-
He can keep going.
Well, I'm gonna go right in the middle.
I'm sure he can
Okay.
keep going. He has a point over me.
We got
He had weeks to
4501
prepare.
here on the right. Can I take that?
How bad are you going to destroy me?
Very bad.
I don't break hearts. No, that's
Very,
not me.
very,
Wait,
very.
I'm 2 years
bad.
old.
It's fine. I have the power. I have
How
God,
much-
anime, and Milky on my side.
Because you're
All right,
fat.
Well, first off, we're gonna start off with 745 and give it some love. It was restored. It is running in preservation, but they're both running, so they do not get a point.
Mm-hmm.
745 was restored completely outside, similar to 113, and that is quite a feat accomplishment, especially being in hurricane country in the middle of Louisiana.
I mean,
It is also the only steam engine, standard gauge steam engine, running in Louisiana, which is rather significant. It regularly goes down to the Port of New Orleans and all that, so that's pretty nice. Can we give it a point for having that huge monstrosity of a stack it had for that one movie or whatever?
If
Like
you can
the
find
weird balloon stack.
if you can find a picture of it.
All right, we'll
get it.
Also,
look later.
Chris, reference if you have your phone, Tyler put some stuff in streaming and recording.
All right,
So reference that.
All right. And that's about everything I know about 745. I know of a couple guys
Here we
riding
go.
down there.
That's it.
Yeah, that's
That one.
that's 745.
I got your image.
Yeah, can we give it a point for just looking ridiculously?
That's not. Oh, that is the right.
And it was built by the Southern Pacific.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it
I
was
have a
built
point.
by a home railroad. It wasn't built by a
I
builder.
have a Vanderbilt.
I also have a Vanderbilt.
No, he said he
I
doesn't.
don't.
Oh,
That's
don't
the
have a
problem.
Vanderbilt.
SP has a doghouse and train board, so that's 2 more points for Agilities.
When was 4501 retired from the Southern?
Early 50s, I want to say.
Okay,
53.
probably 53 because the
Alright.
Southern was all about modernization and they decentralized pretty crap.
You all right, TJ?
745 was
How many,
retired.
like,
in
is he gonna
1956.
win? He's gonna win.
I can't see anything.
You have
about-
that many styles?
I know that much.
So
stuff
can
about
I just
4501.
concede now and
No.
No, we
No.
have to
I
destroy
will
you.
fight.
All right,
We will fight
We
on
have
the beaches. Goddamn.
4501.
4501.
Tooth and nail.
All right, point for being green.
Point for
Point for
different
being
paint schemes.
Point for being.
Woo!
It was green. Woo! Point for being.
Stop.
Point for being the start of the Southern Steam Program, and by extension, the Norfolk Southern Steam Program.
Yep.
You know, it put a lot of miles on there, and is really a stalwart of preservation.
Yeah.
It has its own documentary.
You know, it has its own documentary. That's.
That's the top point.
I think we can just put 1 point for just being 4501. 4501 being part of the class, because there's a lot of subsets in there, and we can go on for hours, and that's
Alright.
not fair.
It was, as
Um,
Chris said, the basis for the Long Conference.
It started the Southern program. It started the Norfolk Southern program,
Yep.
and was supposed to start the new Norfolk Southern program, but it became the world's most expensive museum piece in the process. Like to give it a point for its modern rebuild. It is one of the more modern locomotives out there. But here's where we're going to get into the technical stuff.
Why does that get a point?
Possibility that comes
Why
up.
would that get a point that
Because
it
it's
just happened to
safe.
have been rebuilt?
Well, hold on. Brand new tender, an old Central Georgia tender on a brand new frame with roller bearing trucks that are way easier for maintenance.
And the SP thing does not have roller bearing trucks on the tender?
No,
Okay.
it has friction bearings.
Okay.
but-
That's a point.
But brand new roller bearing front truck and rear truck on 4501.
Okay. Which the SP thing does not have.
The SP is traditional and friction bearings. And
That's
plain
going to be
bearings.
1 point for roller bearings all around.
What else 4501 got? 4501 has cab signals. Does it? Yes, it does. It was put in the
Yeah, it
rebuild.
would have cab signals
on
on it.
Yeah.
So it would have cab
Uh,
signals.
4501 has cab signals. It has a front end throttle.
Oh, it does have a head-on throttle.
Have a front end, a head-end throttle.
Yes, the savior of MIDI 113.
Oh, that was a weird one.
Let's see here. What else is 4501
It's a character in Revolution.
I mean, yes, it is.
That
a
is-
horseman character.
that's true.
It does get a point per horseman.
Does it? Well, and it has a trains model, right?
Both
It does.
We both
do.
have Kano.
Do you both have
We both have Kano models.
Do you both have production models
I do.
like HO?
I think so.
I think Hercules.
I'm
I think
positive
they
it has
made
a brass
we
one,
have brass ones for sure.
but brass is brass.
But was it like a run of brass models? Because if it is a production run of models, I still count it. You know, by a major company.
Yes,
Yes.
4501.
Yeah, 4501
Key
was.
Imports has made it.
And okay, that's fine.
Has been around. 4501 was the basis for the U.S. or the class of 4501 was the basis for the entire USRA Mikado series.
Mhm.
We already talked
Very,
about that.
very minor changes to them. They were
Mhm.
very, very universally liked machines across the board on the Southern.
I'm a
It
machine.
served almost
Did
a
SP stand for
railroad.
Streamline
You
Mikado?
know, most
No.
railroads had their own 4501 because it's the same engine.
4501 also has more sand capacity.
Yeah.
Um,
And
What's the score? We need a score update.
14-19.
For the kids at
14 to
home.
19. 14 to 19.
30 to 19.
I'm
let
gonna
me
say
think.
probably about
Do I have 2 cross compounds or 1?
I believe you have 2 cross compounds. But put on the preservation.
4501 served multiple railroads.
Yeah.
Yes, for
SP, no,
yeah,
SP
Southern
Mikados
and
did
Kansas.
too. They also started out as Texas New Orleans.
Yeah.
Okay.
what else?
4501, was saved by preservation guarding on. Let's see what else. can we pull out.
They both have feed water heaters.
451 does.
Yeah, they both do. I'm
Oh,
saying.
but-
Uh,
I have a Stoker.
You do.
A stove.
Well,
we
technically
can't-
a Chili's does
We
too.
can't really do that because it's oil fire.
Yeah, that's true.
If,
Oil is Stoker fired too, technically.
Well,
so.
I mean, you
no,
can't
it's
shovel
pump
oil.
driven.
It's hard to play Siege and
It
watch
depends
this at
on
the same
the
time.
type.
Do you both have power reverse?
I think I do.
4501 has a power reverse. It's
I'm
not
pretty
necessarily.
Pretty sure 745.
Most likely, they're from that era. So
They're from the same. They're from similar eras, so it would be like it would. They
Plus, they
probably
were built to Harriman spec.
Yeah.
So,
So
Right.
yes.
According to Tyler, 745 is the last surviving.
Shut up, Tyler. You're not supposed to help.
He's helping you,
Oh,
dumbass.
I didn't read. I just said you said Southern 4501, and I was like, Tyler's helping him.
That's me 745.
You said 45. I heard
No, he
4501.
You heard 4501.
745 was the last
Sorry,
surviving
Tyler.
steam locomotive built in Louisiana,
Okay.
and was one of the small
Extra.
mats that
Sorry.
the SP had built specifically from spare parts after World War One.
Okay.
Crash on a
745
train is really
They don't.
nobody
Yeah, they
here
don't. I don't
without-
get that point because I trashed Tyler. I shouldn't get that
I
point.
might.
I also
might
didn't.
have
I also
more
didn't like that
Hold
point
on,
anyway.
hold on.
No, it's not fair. I was mean to
I also
Tyler.
didn't
don't
like
get
that. I wasn't going to give you that point anyway.
Oh.
I didn't think it was cool enough.
I'm sorry, Tyler. I thought you were helping.
Uh,
Crash on a train coming out here with the hot roast. He says, "Oh, Gillies, if he's that dumb, he doesn't deserve the point." Oh, Gillies, how do you feel?
How do you
Thank you for the color commentary.
how do you
Also, Gunda points out this is actually a pretty cool one. Gunda points out that 4501 was driven by Johnny Cash in his documentary.
He was,
John-
yeah.
I'll give a Johnny
4501
Cash point.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
right,
me some
Cash.
Cash.
Oh, Crash on a
Also-
train is Doc. Well, Doc,
Yeah.
thank you for the commentary.
Yeah.
45 was also operated by Winston Lake as well in
Kevon, hold on.
Sky, yeah.
No, October. Right?
October. Yeah, it was October Sky. Oh, I'm probably getting
Kevon has a question. Good question. How many survive?
One.
One.
One of each. And which one had the larger class?
I did.
Agility is the point.
That doesn't count though.
It does
Yes,
count.
it does.
He has,
Yes, it does,
he has a
because
better
number one
survival
survived,
percentage.
Oh yeah, that's it.
I don't want to.
Oh, we have more than one survivor. I think, according to.
I think there is another MT, but
No.
there might be. There might be another one.
I thought it was
Either way, he still gets the point. He still gets the point.
Yeah,
The MTs are
all right,
MT.
the-
Oh, yeah,
The
okay.
Southern is 5 behind. It's 15 to 20.
Oh, I gotta dig shit out. I mean, it
Thunderthrow
does
says
regularly
that in
run
October
long
Sky, she
trips.
was
Yeah,
spent in
it's
Vietnam.
rather.
Somerville steam.
It does regularly do the rather long Somerville steam specials out of Chattanooga there, which is
Yeah.
pretty
Which is-
lengthy.
Yeah, we already given it a point
Yeah,
for
but
extra.
Did
yeah,
we-
we also
Yeah.
got 6 too. That goes to get help.
Did
Yeah.
we say that 745 was built in house by?
Yeah, we did.
745 was built in
Yeah.
house.
I mean, I was built by several of them, like Alco.
Yeah. Also the in-house thing is
Yay Train says
a
Johnny Grace, thank
questionable
you.
point.
I agree. Yay
Well.
trains. Thank you very much.
And I
Airman
also looked
standards of the best
very
standards.
different when I first came out.
Bye, Donna Grace.
Bye bye.
Triple header. Gunathorn keeps bringing up triple header with 611 and 1218.
That's
Which-
true.
I
Yeah, I think that in and
That's a
of
good
itself was
Yeah,
a
we already
pretty.
gave it an excursion.
It
Yeah,
was-
we did.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with not.
Can we give him a point just for being with all the RHS conventions?
No,
and going
because
around. For a
It would have
while?
already done that if it was in the NS and
Can-
7 Steam programs.
can
That's like part of the
745
deal. Like any engine could have done that.
Yeah, no.
Can 745 have a point for being rebuilt after a border explosion?
That's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
pretty
I
metal.
did.
That's pretty metal. I'll do that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. We'll do that.
locomotive.
They put me in the ground, but I'm back from the dead.
Stallion's just a
Like
zombie.
a few months after it got built, it had border explosion.
Oh goodness,
Did it really? Oh,
Yeah.
God.
it was brand new.
It was brand new and it blew up.
Can white walls get a point?
That's a pain.
They both have.
Yeah,
Oh,
they both have
them.
white
They
walls.
both have white walls, and
And if we're giving a point for paint, we're not giving it to your engines.
yeah, we already did. We
Yeah.
gave Southern the
We
green
gave-
point.
we gave the thing to
Oh, they do have white.
I had
Um,
no, wait, that's a point too.
I think 4501 also has a song written about it, but I'm not quite certain.
A sauna?
Song. I mean,
Can we just get a
We
point?
have a
for
sauna into that
purely-
thing? Get that style point.
Can I just get a point for being purely chunk?
Oh, that's
I
what
have
think
a
it
bongo
was.
bongo.
You got 12 points for that.
You know what? Point 4501 has a match mechanics front end. I forgot about that.
Oh, that's
It has a
cool.
match mechanics
That's
front end.
I have a
Uh,
bongo bongos, I guess. I guess
The hell is that? It
Bongo
has,
bongo.
It is the world ender.
it has Type B superheaters as well.
I don't know what.
Are
Type
those
B
better
superheaters-
than?
Yes. Type
Um,
A's.
How many?
Type A's go into one flue. Type B's go into two flues. So you get twice the amount of heating, essentially. Which they are more efficient than the Type
Then-
A's. They're a pain in the ass to work on, but you know
No.
it's a steam engine.
But they're
efficient.
All right. Well,
Can we give it a point for having the restoration be funded by Norfolk Southern?
I already got a point for being in the NS Steam program.
Yeah.
I can't find. Everybody's saying there's another MT, but I can't MK5, but I can't find
That
it.
probably doesn't exist.
No, that might be another MK class.
MK
Not
class.
The
or not.
MK6s have a few more.
Maybe
Yeah, but that's
what
the
we're
6,
thinking.
not the 5.
794 says Tyler.
794.
It's a nice.
I think that's a 6.
What else?
Either way.
Also,
Either way, it won the thing. It won
I
the
mean,
thing.
they were. I mean,
Yeah,
we were
that's
both
a
in
six.
movies, right?
Yeah.
We were both in movies.
Yeah.
What's the score?
Okay, so we can't do that.
The score is 17 to 21, I believe.
Oh God.
Joey's 21?
If I hadn't
Yeah.
played that year,
I just killed you on the
I know, well,
power.
to be honest, Agilus played the game right.
you did.
He took it way out there, and the moment he could go to style points, he did. This is what Wild was talking about, where locomotive versus is sometimes more about how you play the game than the actual engine that you're stuck with.
Yeah.
But
We're gonna
so-
go with much better.
Yeah.
I had a serious. I had a serious.
Anyway.
Miles, I think, is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had a lot of miles on those wheels.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh, it was. It's also got some frame damage, if I remember right.
Yeah, that deserves a point.
yeah,
I mean,
Yeah,
it is still running with its.
it got
I'll
hit by a
remove
runaway.
I'll remove half a point.
It got hit by runaway.
Yeah, yeah. It's
all right.
Runaway, and it's. As
Yeah,
far as I know,
give it a-
it's still
Give it a
rocking
point
now.
for running on a damaged frame.
Yeah, blunt points.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, flat points. I mean, as far as I know, it's not running through their bearings like it's already fixed for.
Yeah.
No, because they fucking fixed it right.
Rip in peace,
Because
3254.
it's,
All right.
Uh,
it's a Southern,
never
not
to return.
CN.
Never to return except as 3377.
Yeah.
What did you guys just?
It's fine. It's just
Did you
My
get a
good
bite out of
couple-
that?
It's not.
It's just
Stay salty. Can I have the chunk, please?
Where is it?
How
effing
effing dare you?
This is the second thing I've
They come into my house and
Don't
break things.
break shit.
At least he didn't break my back yet. Anyway, all right, we'll call that
Back now.
the SB
Hang on,
MK.
hang on, wait.
What?
Go back to his look my former. What is that? It's where?
What is
That-
one?
Is that like
It's a number.
No, that little pipe coming out. What
That's
is
a,
it?
I don't know.
Is that-
You know what? That
What is that?
deserves a point. That is that's the exhaust from the compressor. It doesn't go into the smoke box, which is much better because that doesn't force draft.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
All right. So 22 to 17.
I mean, I can.
All right. Well, let's do our votes. What do we like? Which engine?
4501.
All right, we got one for 4501.
SP.
SP.
4501.
4501.
I never
Yeah, you know what?
win. I never win.
I have to.
in the-
You won by the points. You won the important part.
Yeah, but I didn't win both.
You know why I'm
and
not?
that
You know,
doesn't
people hardly win both. You know why I'm not voting for this SP thing?
because of the light.
Vanderbilt tender.
Oh, Vandy.
Yeah,
Oh,
and the
Wait,
light.
hold on. If I can find
And
a
it looks
picture of
stupid.
it without a Vandy, would you
No.
go for it now?
Too late.
Even though I don't
You
really,
showed
even
it,
though
right?
I think 4501 is pretty overhyped, I'm gonna have to vote for 4501.
I'm glad we got some audience votes in there. Eric voting for 4501.
Hey.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll keep that in mind.
I mean, it's not going to count, but it's good.
Thanks for giving me a pretty
Good enough
All
for
right.
me.
And also because it's SP.
SP.
And because
You know Milky had to do it to him.
East also.
Yeah.
East votes for the SP thing.
Yep.
East.
Good job,
you.
East.
East, I thought we were. Oh,
So does
wait, we
Tyler.
are friends.
Tyler also votes for the MK5.
Good.
Trash on
Yeah.
a Train, aka Doc Sound.
Yeah.
2501 Doc Sound. Thank you.
Not yeah. Doc, you're cool, but wrong locomotive.
KS1 4501.
Of course.
4501 is overhyped.
Yeah.
4501 is an objectively better engine that has a better career than 745.
Yeah, but 745 is
4501 has a
SP and
brighter
it's
future.
automatically cool.
Kevon said that 771 at the Grapevine is the other MK5.
Oh my
Are
God.
you sure? Is he true?
I don't know. I don't know, but
true.
is it true?
Somebody
Actually,
call Kavon.
I mean, you
No.
can just take that.
Come on!
Either way, it doesn't. It
Yeah,
doesn't
that
matter.
wouldn't really matter at one point, not one.
No,
point.
it doesn't matter. You got that point anyway. Like, that's why it doesn't matter. Anyway, it's time for the news.
And now
The
it's
news.
the news.
The
It's time for the news.
Somebody else got
send news.
I also forgot to mention that I was
Good
in, that I was
news,
in the car right
everyone.
before I got here.
Oh yeah.
And,
Tyler, I'm
News.
sorry I yelled at you. I feel really bad. I feel bad. I
You
hope
should.
we can still be
You should.
friends.
You should.
No,
Anyway.
you never repaired this.
Oh lordy.
That is
What?
ugly.
What is
Yeah, but
what is that?
hey, there's your high headlight.
Yeah.
Ew.
And you know what?
It
It looks
looks
better.
it looks like a milk carton.
It does. It
All
is
right.
a-
Anyway.
Probably is.
Anyway.
It's a moving prop.
it's
All
a
right. Let's talk about some news. We've got a whole bunch of things to talk about. I am gonna open with the most exciting thing for me, which is more progress pictures from the T1 Trust. So the main smoke box is complete. Smokestack and other holes will be cut in once mounted with frame. Soon TM. You can see the bolted ring welded to the front of the smoke box. You can see the ring will be welded to the smoke box extension, which is a streamlined section. The smoke box extension is being built in Ohio at Gemini Industrial. It'll be welded to the ring and then bolted to the smoke box. That's 8 feet in diameter, that ring is. So, in other words, Weibold can fit in there. So, the T1 is getting bigger and more complete
That's what
by
she
the
said.
day.
That's what she said.
Really? She doesn't talk about the T1 very much.
She never did.
More like
Should I
the
just give
D1.
myself a stride up.
B1?
No, the D1.
The D1.
Yeah.
Oh, you took my.
Anyway, is anything else getting? Oh, you were slow. Is anyone else getting built? Is anything else getting built?
White Path 61 is.
Oh,
getting
yeah.
border work
The
on
art
there.
project.
Black
Yeah.
organic store getting built.
Let's hear about 61.
Safi is working on the smoke box now.
Oh, similar.
So he's kind of topical, and he has it. He's getting ready to put new side seats on her and Explorer season in Antonito.
It's
So,
boiler season. It's time to pick the fresh boilers.
Well, speaking of boilers,
Speaking of boilers,
Rock paper scissors. Rochambeau. Winner goes first.
1, 2, 3, shoot!
All right, boilers.
speaking of boilers, 315 is due for one. Well, not one,
Oh, I should
but
probably pull up.
But 3 boilers.
it's due for its 15 year, which is gonna be fun because I'm pretty sure they have $0.
Yeah, well, so does everyone these days.
Yeah, I mean, but it's the Durango Railroad Historical Society. They're pretty broke. They are in fact broke. So
That's a
they're
shame.
looking for $70,000 to replace to overhaul it and replace it overhaul it for spring 2022. The base is gonna be made and all that. So
Gotcha.
they apparently also are proposing a railroad park in Silverton.
Silverton.
Otherwise known as the entire town.
yeah.
Oh no! It said meanwhile the group preparing to build a brand new car barn in Silverton so it can protect the freight cars it owns. They also own a 2-stall roundhouse belonging to Silverton Northern, and eventually open a rail park in Silverton.
Ghosts.
I think someone else is in here.
The ghosts.
Okay,
Oh.
boilers. Speaking of boilers,
It's Shay.
Yeah, someone else is here, obviously.
welcome back.
Anyway,
Seat's taken.
Send your hand. I dare you.
Speaking of boilers,
yeah, boilers.
actually more specifically frames.
Speaking of Frank,
This guy
TJ,
or what?
No, this isn't on the news. This is from their Facebook page. This is from the WWS Facebook page. I'll post a link. But number 11 is underway. They are the two main frame rails for number 11 are on their way to Sheepscut from the Bessemer, Alabama Precision Grinding Company. So
Yes.
yeah, so they're getting
they're not good welders now.
11isms.
they are making progress on number 11, which is an exact replica of number 7, and
Number WWF number 7.
yeah, WWF number 7. They have a CAD model of the, I think this is the connecting valves, but they have a very cool 3D modeled cylinder mock-up. And also, they had a fundraiser campaign on a website called Fundraiser, which I'm pretty sure is
it's for raising funds.
for raising funds. Yeah, well, I was going to say it's a lot like Kickstarter, but they raised over $1,000 in less than 2 days. So that's good for them. They're gung ho on this project, and they're working on it. They're looking for a goal of $50,000, which for a steam locomotive is
Really small. It's not
Yeah.
a lot of money for a
Not
steam locomotive.
there is a boiler standing up in Sheepscut engine shed from the Acme Vertical Boiler Company, as written on it. That is either for 11 or 10, but both of them are being worked on. 10 has moved for the first time in I think like a number of years without a boiler on it. It's just a frame. And number 9 should be back and running soon because they are starting public operations. There will be public trains, steam-served public trains starting on August 8th. So,
This segs into the actual piece of news, which is now in the cargoes.
which is the news.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the news.
WWF.
So speaking of serving passenger trains, that's what UP might not be doing in a few days.
Oh boy.
When they
Time for the bathroom. Excuse
When
me,
they
O'Julius.
say-
I don't care about what you're
Shay's
saying.
in there.
Well, I have to stay in there. Yeah, Shay's in there.
Anyway.
So,
on July 9th, Union Pacific says it will end operations on some support to their operations of Metra in the Chicagoland area. And
Metra is pissed.
they are very not happy about it, which is reasonable
That's
considering
tax
that's money. So Union Pacific said that it will stop providing service at the end of August and would stop operating the trains on the railroad within 90 days if it wins its lawsuit against Metra. So as of August 31st, it would begin to discontinue support services, including mechanical work, clerical, and legal support. So Metra is not happy about it.
Nope.
And Metra asked the Surface Transportation Board for an injunction against Union Pacific to maintain commuter service. And this article has been updated recently. So, actually, I'm going to read at the bottom. And it was revised on. So, essentially, Metra says that it asks the STB to rule whether UP has legal obligation to provide such service. Union Pacific believes is not. Well, Metra strongly disagrees. Metra and UP have had a long-standing cooperative relationship, and our intention is to continue to maintain this relationship. Blah 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 blah. Union Pacific, by the way, operates the North, Northwest, and West lines in Chicago. So the Metra's whole argument is based upon the Declaration of Union Pacific as a common carrier, which obviously they're a common carrier. I don't know what they would do if they weren't. So Union Pacific believes that obligation no longer applies to passenger services of being a common carrier, but they disagree. because of something with the C&W, because that's who they got the lines from.
This is an interesting legal happenstance.
So basically, there's a whole bunch of legal jargon and illegal stuff.
Oh boy.
And
Our favorite thing.
so UP has said, we're still going to run the services. We're just not going to help you do the maintenance, and that sort of thing. And they're still trying to seek a mutually agreeing relationship, obviously. So there's that.
Well, speaking of trains that are
Speaking of trains,
running,
Trains.
running again, the Tweetsy has reopened
Yes.
after the wonderful beer flu. I'm just gonna play the video and we're gonna do this.
What?
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't play the video.
Now continues to play the video.
No, don't play the video.
4K.
Well, either way, they're running again.
video.
Yeah.
But you know what isn't one name again? The White Pass.
Yeah, they're
still closed.
Yeah, well.
But
But-
they did get
but-
new diesels,
Yeah,
though.
no, but we have to talk about the diesels for a second. Holy crap. So I have the article for the diesels, I believe. Yeah, I do. I'm gonna put this, and by article I mean Instagram post, because that's how these
the
companies
cool kids
connect
get
with
their
the
news.
public in the modern era. It's
In
I'm-
a moment.
I am hopefully this doesn't have sound. Okay, so we can see this and you guys can't, but you guys can look in the cargoes and see it. Unveiling of the new White Pass diesels with this just
Very
Rock
hot
Island.
paint
awesome
scheme.
It's the Rock
black and
Island.
red
Yeah.
scheme. Oh, it looks so good.
I think
Now it's-
I think
They stole the Rock Island. That is
the
just the Rock Island
inspiration for it
With a shovel
was
nose.
I have it saved on my phone.
Well, here's the thing, right? While you find that, they may have stolen the Rock Island scheme, but they didn't steal the Rock Island scheme that everybody cares about. They stole the other one.
Yes, because the
Uh,
other railroad, the bankruptcy railroad,
Yes.
has stolen that and has done an awesome job.
Yeah, and that's fine. We're fine
Also-
with that.
Off topic, but they actually posted a thing like they got those GE numbers down there now.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody posted like a train screenshot of them, and the railroad
Right, there you go.
themselves. Hey, look at this awesome rendition of what these things are going to look like. The railroad posted a screenshot from trains, and I think that's amazing.
That's actually great. That's fantastic.
Oh, wait,
Speaking of, speaking of things not running, though, we have two things to not run.
Yes. Or
The first,
New
the real,
podcast.
really bad news. The new excursion.
that's because that was going to be one of the proposed schemes for the subway notices.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put this in the cargoes as well. This cargo is gonna be real messy, but
See that it. I don't like it that it's a gloss black. It would look better with the
It
gray.
looks
like
like
that.
that looks like a P&W engine.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exactly the same.
Actually,
thing. Oh my God.
you know what's
is.
funny?
Yeah.
Speaking of P&W engines, we've got to think about a P&W engine.
Hey,
As a
well,
matter
I
of
was
fact,
doing a
say-
bit.
The littlest P&W engine. I'm sorry you were doing a bit.
Ah.
They stole it. I had to segue.
now we
Province
have-
of Worcester was brought up.
Now we have a reason to go to the seashore again.
We'll come back to after Seashore had a lot of
Yeah.
damage. The province of Worcester has, with the help of another donor, I believe, now given the 150, which is a little Davenport.
25 times.
It's a 25 tonner. Thank you. To
I could own one of those.
the province of Worcester. Oh, sorry, to the Seashore.
They gave them
Which-
their own engine.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Yeah.
The Seashore says this will importantly serve as one of 2 diesel-powered rescue vehicles in the event of a power outage during trolley operations. You know, like now. Thank you to those who helped to contribute towards the cost of getting it here, and they hope to be running it soon. This thing sat in Worcester for ages and ages, and we wanted to go see it, but now it is
Now it's in a museum.
now it's in a museum, so we
Yeah.
can go see it there.
So, all right, I'm gonna go back to my bit that you guys.
Yeah, you
stole.
can go ahead. You can go back to your bit.
The New River train has been shit canned.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. I don't really know because they didn't really sell out, and you can do spacing on that. Like, when people are willing to pay $500 already for a ticket, you can pay
Right.
a little more.
Right.
Like, I honestly think this was a bad thing to cancel. I understand maybe insurance or something like that with Amtrak maybe contributed to it, but
Yeah.
sadly, the New River excursion has been canceled. And also, something that pisses me off. The Reading and Northern Railroad F unit excursions have
Yeah.
been completely canceled.
Yes.
Now, this does not mean that their excursions are canceled. They are still doing the ride and dine trains to Tamaqua out of Reading, and there is still a chance for Santa trains and other things that they can fulfill our king's orders for social distancing. Don't even get me fucking started. So, however, they have decided to cancel about 3 weeks before it was supposed to go. The F unit excursions on the 1st of August, which I would have been going to next week, and the one in September on Labor Day weekend, because they cannot do social distancing on the ground of the photo lines, even though I've seen in their trains they're doing absolutely nothing for this virus other than wearing masks, and I'm okay with that. So either way, they have canceled it, which heartens me because I wanted.
Disheartens.
Originally, this was supposed to be on April 18th, which is my birthday.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be an awesome birthday present to go hang out with my buddy Simon, who also says hello to you guys. He's the phone call I got earlier.
Hi, Simon.
Hi, Simon.
Simon, his girlfriend, and my ex-girlfriend Lauren, we were all going to go on this train together and have a nice time in the Dome car. And then it got pushed back, and now it's this.
And now it's gone.
I'm still fucking pissed at this fucking.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's going. But I'm gonna keep this hype train rolling as I always do on the podcast. And speaking of Reading, we have a very interesting thing to talk about. Something that I didn't think we'd actually be able to even say was going to happen. Number 4 has been saved.
Number 4.
Number 4 is 1187 at Strasbourg Road has been sold for the sum of $330,000 to
That's not that bad.
To those guys in Ohio.
to the guys in Ohio.
To the Age of Steam prison. Age of Steam roundhouse.
Because Cherry wanted it.
I mean,
for those
rest
of
in
you who
peace,
do not
Jerry.
know about
Rest
number 4, I'm going to go into a brief history of it.
but
It is an A4 Camelback from Reading. It's an 040. It's pretty small.
The Reading.
Small.
You can see the Reading
And
coming
it
up.
was eventually sold off in the Reading to a power company owned by the Colorado Fuel and Iron in Birdsboro. And as Strasbourg started to grow, they looked around locally for more steam engines. And while the power plant's engine, the other engine, number 2, was sold to WKNS, they had number 4. So they decided to fly number 4. And up until 611 came, it was the only locomotive to ever reach Strasbourg under its own power. They actually drove it from Birdsboro down to Strasbourg because the branches were still in on the Reading at that point. I have a rather interesting photo, which I'd like to share with the class, of number 4 and number 2 together. It ran to Strasbourg very briefly, and then, well, I guess I don't have it. I guess it's on Facebook. Oh, well. It ran to Strasbourg briefly, but it proved to be too light for it to handle the heavy trains.
Mhm.
And they started using it as a yard switcher. Even back then, they had to do switching, and then it just kind of got stopped. They just stopped using it. They were originally going to restore it and run it around as a freight engine. However, they decided not to, and I guess they sold it. The other bidder was the SMS Railways, rail lines, who owns the Baldwins over in New Jersey, which is the only reason to go to New Jersey, really, to see Baldwins run, which would have been a great home for it. They have another engine over there, and it would have been nice to see it kind of stay local. Once this locomotive leaves, this will be the first time since the 1890s that a Camelback has not been in the state of Pennsylvania.
wow.
Yes, this will be the first time since they were first invented that one has not been in the state.
I actually.
What about the DLNW one?
No.
And
What? So there's ones around, obviously. There's the 2 other ones.
Yeah.
But in Pennsylvania itself, there has always been a Camelback in the state.
Yeah.
And once 1187 leaves,
that won't be true.
that's not true anymore.
Bye-bye, Camelbacks.
So I will be going down to see it leave eventually.
This is proof that you can, in fact, defeat invasive species.
You know, and I'm
So anyway,
you deserve that one.
Yeah, I do.
anyway, speaking of disasters.
Wait, no.
Disasters.
Before we talk about 1309, I want to talk about something else. Actually, Chris, I need you to segue to something because I need to segue from you.
Okay.
No, but I have a great thing to talk about disasters.
I have
California
you
high-speed
can
rail.
deal with disasters on you
What do I
in
need
a
to
minute.
segue to?
I want you to talk about New Jersey.
Oh God. I don't have anything in New Jersey.
Is Port Jervis in New York?
No, it's in New York.
Okay, close enough.
Okay, well, Port Jervis, for those who do not know, it was the turning point for the Erie 614 excursions. They have decided to start a museum up there. I am not blocking ads, so guess what? I gotta read it on your thing.
All right.
Just gonna come in close here.
Train Enthusiast Plane Museum of Port Jervis.
Yeah, they're just they're starting their service up there. They have Erie whatchamacallit up there, Erie E unit,
Here we see the
and a
Erie.
couple other things on the turntable up there. It'll be nice to see stuff actually be cared for up there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty
To
nice.
start something.
It's got an E and some passenger cars.
E.
E. Anyway, I wanted to go from New Jersey to New York, but since we're already in New York, that's kind of moot. I've got a few things to talk about with regards to the MTA and the Metro North. Starting with the fact that the Metro North, being the proactive folks they are, have now started selling personal protective equipment at Lower Hudson Valley Station. So they're selling masks and hand sanitizer at some of their commuter stations and providing free masks to passengers who board a train without one. So you don't even need to BYOM. They will give them to you. So that's quite, you know, I can, certainly we can all understand the frustration of going somewhere and then realizing you don't have your mask. And the Metro North has got you covered.
We learned that yesterday, didn't we, Alice?
The MTA, on the other hand, is dealing with their own problems.
Yeah.
In fact, we have this great lemon train to talk about.
Lemon train.
Lemon train.
Oh god.
So the R179s are the newest MTA subway cars, and they've been having problem after problem after problem. They were taken out of service and put back in, and then taken out, and then put back in, and then taken out. And the R32s, which they thought were going to retire, got dragged back into service.
I think I may have seen one.
And now, yeah, and now they had an issue where the 6th and 7th car, like between the 6th and 7th car, the train just uncoupled itself of a 10-car train.
Oh,
So-
like DSL.
Yeah, so that's bad. Now they're going back in the shop, and maybe someday the R179s will work.
Speaking of things working, work will begin this year on Virgin Railways, Virgin America, whatever the hell, LA to Las Vegas Railway. So Express West, which is a subsidy of Virgin Trains USA, which is also Brightline, announced that construction of a high-speed rail link between SoCal and Vegas will start this year. So trains will start running in the second half of 2023, and it will take 85 minutes to traverse the 274-kilometer journey, which, let me get those in freedom units.
Freedom unit.
Thank you.
About 170 miles. I gotta get back to that thing. And my three of my articles, by the way, are on high-speed rail, so I'm just gonna get one after the other.
Yeah, go ahead.
So it will take 85 minutes to do 170 miles, which is like an average of a speed. It will be twice as quick as driving on Interstate 15, and there will be one on Interstate 15, which right now is the only way to get from LA to Vegas directly, you know, and without going up and then around. Yeah. So a possible extension of the line could be approved for further into Southern California, but we don't know yet.
What are we doing? Thanks.
There was something
Anyway.
in there. There was something in there that like moved. I would not drink.
Anyway.
Linking that, so that possible extension would link the communities of Palmdale and Rancho Cuyamonga. I told you.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Like a piece of pulp.
And the other high-speed rail that will potentially be starting construction is the Dallas to Houston high-speed rail. So Texas Central, which is the company building the high-speed rail, which apparently is the, I don't know, won a key ruling Thursday that will make it easier to build the railway. So hurdles still remain, obviously. The STB, which oversees, we all know what the STB is, revised a prior decision and will now take jurisdiction over the Texas Central. It doesn't clear a way entirely for the Texas Central, but it represents a major hurdle that the company has overcome, according to the article. Texas Central wanted the STB to take jurisdiction because while high-speed rail is uncommon in the United States, I'm talking really fast, the STB does have experience in overseeing rail construction. So if the STB had declined to take this jurisdiction, the permitting process would have likely been kicked to the state, which has far less experience, and also it's Texas. So the project's main opposition group, which is Texans Against High-Speed Rail, or
Well, they're
TOSSER,
gonna get hit.
Texans Against High-Speed Rail.
Don't take me, bro.
denied a Texas Central request that would have expedited the construction process, and now the Texas Central must go through the full application with the STB. And finally, since we're talking about high-speed rail, 2020 could be, according to streetsblog.com, which I mean is
Streets
clearly
blog.
a trustworthy
reputable source,
which is the most reputable source of information. I just grabbed it, so I didn't bother to look. They say that high-speed rail has a potential to be, in the United States specifically, has a potential 2020 turning point. Because of all the new high-speed rail being built, we've got the new Avelias, which are cool and they look good and they work.
They work they work sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes they put a panic grab up, sometimes they put it down. Sometimes they open the door.
Basically, it just talks about how high-speed rail in the United States could see a turning point this year because Americans just suddenly like train travel. So
Yeah, because they can't fly.
Yeah.
So, speaking of train travel,
You're not done?
starting.
talk about like 6 articles.
Oh my God! Just let him do it.
I have like 30
articles. But speaking of bringing new stuff, there has been another study to bring passengers.
There is another.
Another. This is about the 17th, I think. Like legitimately, there have been at least 10 studies since they ended passenger service to Reading in 1986 to bring it back. The amount of money they have spent on these, they could have had it already. But apparently there are actual legitimate talks with Amtrak.
Oh, look who's in the effing chat.
Who's in the chat?
Some guy named Brett Weebold.
What does he say?
He says-
an asshole.
Yeah, what an asshole.
Say
hi, Dad.
Yeah, Mormons.
Say hi to
We only have one.
Say hi
Munch
to
on
Dad.
fun. Hi, Dad. Mom's a cunt.
I slept in the
Oh, okay.
In the street.
I slept in the same room as your son last night.
We've been
Yeah,
canceled.
I'm gay now. Either way.
We slept
now.
together.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on.
Wait.
No,
you're-
this is getting worse.
Let's move.
This is rapidly getting worse.
Okay.
You know what else is getting worse? 1309. Dean, go.
Wait.
No.
I'm like,
If you wasn't ready for the trend.
1309. The Emory Trust makes a special grant to help finish 1309 with a $50,000 contribution to the Pope last Aldrin for their final funding goal. I don't know what 50 grand's gonna do, but whatever.
It's better than $0.
It's better than $0, yes, but I don't think that 50 grand is enough. I mean, this locomotive's been in pieces since what, 2013? Longer?
It's been a long time, guys.
14.
It's been a long time.
It's been a very long time. And there's still a bunch of idiots because it still can't fit anywhere.
Bibles
Wait,
working
hang
as
on.
baby girl tonight.
What?
Is that what that says?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
That's what
Hang
he
on,
said.
wait. What? We'll go. That's weird.
What?
Barbecue.
The grant will go toward 150 grand needed to complete 1309.
1309 means 150 grand. Wow.
Finish the $3.2 million restoration. That sounds a lot more realistic, but still
Yeah.
very low.
1309.
Contractor Diversified Rail Services recently worked with Holker to rebuild the locomotive and steam test it. Work is currently underway to complete the running gear, baghead piping, stoker, and hundreds of other final details
Hundreds,
of
ladies and gentlemen.
necessary to
Hundreds.
complete the final details. Details
Yeah,
being
details.
details being the stoker. That's a
Yeah,
detail.
that's a detail.
Uh,
No, they're gonna hand fire it until that's
Yeah,
done.
they're gonna fire
So,
it.
I think another important detail is the fact that one, it can't fit on the turntable with frost.
Yeah, yeah.
And also, if they do turn it around, it's gonna hit the cars and knock them off the track because it goes like this.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a rather important detail, I'd say.
I'll figure it out.
You
That's what we're
know,
spending most of the money on.
Yeah,
what money? The detail.
adjusting physics.
Moving the track. You know,
Anyway,
but we had to get rid of our passenger station because we can't afford it.
Quote, we are incredibly humbled by the trust decision to contribute a special mid-year grant to the 1309th Restoration, says Western Mail Scenic Executive Director John Garner. Again, I quote, this project could not have been brought to this level without the direct and continued support from organizations like the Emory Trust and the enthusiast community.
Yeah, because that's their
Yeah,
entire income.
that's all
That's
their
their
income
literal
for the
income for this
nonprofit.
thing is completely donations.
Yeah, they're in
Out of
nonprofit.
every engine they could have bought from the BNR Museum, they bought the one thing, one of two things they couldn't run.
Yeah,
Because the other thing they couldn't run would be the Allegheny. That'd be even worse.
is that where's the Daniel Nason?
St. Louis.
Okay.
uh,
Anyway, all right. Milky hasn't gotten to do anything.
Yep.
Milky, how about you? How about you go for a minute?
All right. Western Railway Museum is trying to save SDE PCC car number 502.
It's a PCC.
And the
Oh, it
significance
is.
of it is it was the first PCC on the West Coast.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. What? How did it end up being number 502 if it was the first one?
Because there are cars that were wood.
Yeah, but you just like put it in its own number echelon. All right. Something else trying to be saved, right?
Santa Fe Jeep 7 is attempting to be saved by someone affiliated with Orange Empire, or excuse me, I shouldn't call them that anymore, but it's Southern California Railway Museum now,
Gotcha.
or Railway Museum. Yeah, so I
Wait a
believe
minute,
it
this-
was,
Sorry, go ahead.
I want to say that was the first Jeep 7 ever built.
I said
Oh.
had a high hood until it was rebuilt as a chop-nose GP7U. All right.
What's the U for?
not open on Julie's.
No.
Universal.
Universal.
There's been a feasibility study as though it is when you talk about the Alaska continental U.S. rail connection.
Mm-hmm.
It's gathering steam, according to this article. The article said it, not me.
Yeah.
So, it's just something really interesting that Bobby has been in the feasibility study since the beginning of time, almost.
Yeah. Maybe someday. Also, I like that it connects at Whitehorse.
Yeah,
'Cause it's like-
I do like that too.
We're gonna connect to the White Pass.
Yeah.
Horse Tavern.
Yeah.
Oh, did we get that piece of news in there too?
What?
There is development to actually build a true standard gauge railroad through Canada to connect with the Alaska Railroad.
It's to connect to the
Oh, yeah.
Alaska Railroad.
I wasn't sure. I didn't see it in the unplanned news.
We did have one that was we have the one that is supposed to connect to
Yeah. That was,
Yeah.
well that's okay, yeah.
like that's fucking cool. Imagine taking a train to Alaska.
Yeah.
Like that just be.
I'm fine with waiting.
So there was a different one. There was a different study that brought the line through Whitehorse. I know we talked about that previously,
That is just.
but anyway,
Continent is supposed to be doing stuff with sheds.
I mean, like.
yeah, they're designing a couple of sheds by the looks.
I mean, they said they're gonna start construction on it. So
Which is nice.
Sheds are good.
It's an improvement for them, especially.
Mm-hmm.
They're past their days of not paying for a steam engine to be restored.
I mean, like 1309.
Yeah. And Bia has had a side swipe. Oof.
Yeah, Via had a little. It's not that bad, but it's
Accident.
not.
And it
Right.
appears that was CN's fault.
Yeah, they blamed CN for it.
Damn it, CN.
Via train
They
traveling.
might have-
their side swipe.
There were cars fouling the main line. There were CN cars fouling the main line, and the via train hit them.
Congrats.
What were you saying, Chris?
This is, I don't have a link for this
Oh,
because
okay.
it wasn't public. But RNN had a very nasty sideswipe in Tamaqua the other night.
Oh boy.
I actually went and saw it. It was nasty.
Oh, jeez.
They were coming south around 1:30 in the morning with the West Case fast break.
Mhm.
And they had a car sitting out just enough that it would clip it. Clip the engine,
Ooh.
clip the side of the front engine, bent the handrails, and smashed the window and tore the fuel tank open.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that was fun. They did not have a good time with that, but thankfully it didn't get out. There was a hole about the size of this in the
That's
car.
bad.
no.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of gas.
That's
That's
a
a
lot of
damage.
diesel. It's a lot. Of
That's a
diesel
lot of
now.
damage.
Ooh, speaking of a diesel leak, like McGantic.
Oh, God.
Okay, now there hasn't been another explosion in like McGantic, so
Thankfully.
thankfully, yeah. But what's going on is there's going to be a bypass that bypasses Black McGantic because of what happened there 7 years ago at the time of recording.
Boom.
Fall for the second
yeah.
time on
Just
the
wanted to,
podcast.
well, there's your problem on Lock Antique.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like throw it back.
What?
I like throw it back.
Since the explosion, the townspeople of who is remaining,
The survivors.
yes, the survivors have been quote clamoring for a rail bypass to take trains around the community.
That quick to jump on that great TJ.
In early 2018, the Canadian government announced that it and Quebec would financially support much of the construction of the new 7.98-mile route that will go north into a more remote area before rejoining the Sherbrooke sub west of town.
Yes.
The project is expected to cost 133 million Canadian dollars.
Okay.
A spur of the bypass will enable the railroad to continue to serve industries in the town. The new route is expected to open in 2022.
Okay. Well, I mean, if any town deserves a bypass,
It's like McGantic.
yeah. Like Antique. Because French.
Hey, we both have N1 socks. You just have
Anyway.
black ones.
Just a couple more things to cover here. The MTA is currently looking at hybrid locomotives, or they've placed an order, I believe, for hybrid locomotives. Because currently, there it goes again. Because
Time.
why you don't need on that chair, you dingus.
Because currently they actually use diesel work trains. Now, why does the completely electrified subway system use diesel work trains? Well, when you're working on the third rail, it has to be off.
Yes.
Because they're
So-
painted New Haven.
No,
They're painted yellow.
They aren't
they're painted
anymore.
yellow.
No,
No,
think
these,
of other engines.
Yeah.
you think of the Metro North.
Metro North, yeah.
Yeah, the
You don't even watch this anymore.
the MTA. Yes,
People.
Oh boy.
these whole
The
people.
whole thing.
Uh,
Hey.
But anyway, the
No.
Do it in 2 hours.
the
Like 3.
MTA has ordered 25 hybrid locomotives from Wabtec for $233 million,
Wow.
and
Wow.
they will hopefully be using these,
Uh,
partially diesel, partially battery, I believe, for working in the tunnels. The I believe BNSF and Wabtec are also working together to test a battery electric mainline locomotive.
Hey.
So
Very weird without the radiators.
it does look kind of weird. It looks like a toy. It looks like a toy train, but hey,
You are a toy.
very cheap.
it's coming.
You're a sad, strange little man.
You're a sad, strange little.
Welcome to the future of battery operated locomotives.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else? We've got a few other things.
I got something that's coming out that's gonna be built.
What's that?
The Museum of Conrail.
Hooray!
Which is something that's needed. It's something that is truly needed. Yeah, but it's in a very weird place in Shippensburg, Pennsylvania. It's south of Harrisburg. It's just kind of there. The reason why there is because that's where they have land. It's on a rail trail down there.
Mhm.
They have bought or was donated. I'm not exactly certain, so they don't have the article open.
I think they may have been
A
donated.
giant auto parts boxcar from Conrail.
I want to
One
say,
of like the giant, like
Yeah.
900 footers.
I want to say
and
they
then-
got donated by CSX.
Yeah, it's from CSX of all things. But a giant
What's
auto
with
parts
CSX
car.
and preservation lately?
I
Yeah,
know.
there's things in the works. with
UB,
that.
can
They
you give
have a
me
big
an
anniversary coming up. CS, just remember this, folks. CSX is a very, very big anniversary coming up of the B&O. Very big. Keep that in mind. But either way, they are intending to
They're
make
not
this
getting a
museum.
seed program.
Just you wait.
They're
Either
not
way.
having a seed program.
CSX Steam program. Let's go.
Either way. They have the guys at CRHS are pretty nice. They have a lot of equipment. They have a lot of equipment, but it's leased out. I know in the Allentown and Auburn, I worked on their Erie caboose, which is very nice. It's very nice to host. It's easy. But I'm glad that Conrail is finally getting a big spotlight in preservation.
It deserves it.
Yeah.
For what it did, even though it gets a lot of scorn, Conrail closed everything. Like it's our version of beaching.
Yeah.
But it still deserves to be remembered.
It saved
But just
Eastern
like Penn
Railroad.
Central, Penn Central was terrible,
Yeah.
but it
But it
deserves to be remembered.
Meanwhile, I mean, there's two things. One, I've said oftentimes that Conrail is the not the hero we wanted, but the hero we needed.
Yeah, at that point.
And
With except for the DNA.
and the other thing, is that they're putting up a Conrail museum, and Conrail's over in the corner like, I'm not dead yet.
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
Okay. What does CSX stand for?
Consolidated Shipping Express, something like that.
No,
The
it's
X
just
doesn't stand for
crash,
anything.
Smash,
Okay,
crash,
well,
pass.
Not
I have one
Oh,
other
wait.
link which I just want to get done.
Yep.
Cass
That's
in
Chase.
there are don't steal it yet. I was just gonna open it.
All right, open it then.
God damn it. They have put out another freight car to go with their shade.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Because they run a lot of freight up there.
Wait, no, this is a different link. Oh, okay, well they do have, there's two things then. Cass put out a
Well, this thing's broken.
tank
Oh.
car. A tank car, and they helped restore this 1946 Cadillac rail car from the Western Maryland.
And it's
Which
cool.
is neat. Thing's pretty neat.
How neat
But
is that?
they do have another freight car. They have a tank car. They pay, I think.
Couple of years, but it's totally
The hell?
Stop.
Turn off the live
Turn it
stream of
off.
SpongeBob.
Stop.
Hey, that just happened. I don't know. I can't explain that.
Facebook's trying to smother us with SpongeBob confirmed.
Subliminal messages.
Subliminal SpongeBob messages.
So, yeah, but that's all my news.
All right,
Okay.
TJ, you want to talk about your station?
Yeah. One of the very few remaining heritage, not even heritage, but pieces of Rhode Island rail history, I guess, was the Narragansett Pier Railroad passenger station
In Narragansett.
In Narragansett, wow, which was a laundromat, I think, for a little while. It was something not paying respect. Yeah, the Pier Wash Tub Laundry business. But now a couple has bought the building and is determined. I'm trying to read the article.
Sorry.
Well, they're trying to restore it to make it. I'm pretty sure make it look like the old one.
I believe so. They're trying to make it look like that on the exterior, but the interior, they're still trying to find a tenant for it. Quote, we've been approached by countless people in the community with various business proposals.
They all suck. No, don't say that.
although it says, no, it does say we bought this building not to rent to the highest bidder, but to restore a piece of our town's history with the hopes of bringing life back to Boone Street. So they don't seem certain what they want to do with it in the end, but it seems to be that they certainly want to restore it to,
Conservation is
you know,
the goal.
yeah.
Which is good because Rhode Island doesn't have a lot left, despite how much it really had at one point.
Yeah, we've got a couple of stations and then
And bike paths.
Yeah.
That's it. And bridges, I guess. So.
Okay.
Uh,
So
Dean.
going back to what I was saying, CSX stands for Crash, Smash, Explode. I got that one right this time.
Apparently,
Except- However,
However,
there is no explosion, just a crash and a smash. There was a wreck last year on that came out like 2 weeks ago this dash cam footage of a truck.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's bad. Like it actually derails the freaking train.
It's like it's not a whole train though. It's like
an
it,
LRV.
yeah. It looks a little chunkier than an LRV, but it's like a small electric multiple unit or
Yeah, but
something.
even the fact that it still gets
Or
derailed is
GMU.
a little concerned.
No, yeah, and it like tips over.
Yeah, it's bad, like real bad, and I'm scared of it.
This is why you check your blind spots.
Yeah. Or just stop before going over the crossing. And check.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that too.
Also, I'm sure that he knew that the train was there and thought that he could beat it.
I don't-
He didn't.
It was right there though.
Yeah, it was like he turns, it's right there, hits them, bam.
Mhm.
I don't know if he, I don't care what, but I hope he did.
Anyway, you got one more piece of news, and then that's it.
Yeah. 2020 has been canceled,
I mean,
thankfully.
what else is new?
But here's the thing:
What else is new?
two tourist railroads, as the title says, cancels their 2020 operations. The Oregon excursion train cancels.
The
Eagle
northeast.
Cap. Yeah,
Eagle Cap.
is canceled, as is the where is it? I'm looking for it. The Tioga Central. Those are
Okay.
canceled.
You know, the
Rip.
sad part is, even though the Tioga Central is in my state, I didn't even know it was a thing.
Yeah.
And I was up in Wellsboro last year with Lauren. I didn't even know it was there.
It's this cancel culture crap. They're canceling our trains now.
Oh
It's
man.
gone too far, man.
No, don't let them cancel the trains. Let's just do this for a second. There was an appropriations proposal. I can't read the article because it's Train Magazine. There was an appropriations proposal that would preserve daily service and avoid job cuts for Amtrak.
Yes.
Which I like how they're focusing on the job aspect and not like the train part. But they're both important.
You
Uh,
need people there to run the train.
You need people there to run the trains.
for the people.
So,
Now, just as another aside, we talked about Pan Am going up for sale. CN is also putting stuff up for sale.
most of the experts talk some central track.
Right. But on the flip side of the coin, CP has said it's not looking at buying anything right now. So if you were thinking CP might be the one to swoop in and pick up Pan Am Railways,
Wrong.
that ain't it.
It's gonna be RNN.
Go back.
RNN too.
Go back to Elon Musk.
RNN really north. You are RNN.
The Weathering and Wheeling orders.
Yes.
The RN.
Yes.
Anyway,
The really far north.
the wicked far.
Wicked far.
I
So
still say, mark my words, it's gonna get the passenger stuff. Mark my words.
until everyone gets out of the bathroom.
Everyone's in the bathroom
Yep.
together.
Yep.
I haven't gone there.
Social distancing.
So-
6 away from it.
I will cover this before we do the latest train on Amtrak, which is the FRA announces more than $500,000 in funding to deter trespassing. And I hope it's all aimed at Florida.
Yeah.
Better be.
Okay, about $528K for 11 projects in 6 states. That's California, Massachusetts, Montana, North Carolina, New Jersey, and of course, Florida.
Hey.
The agency received a total of 23 eligible applications for the grant program, and they say that the money will help local law enforcement agencies deter people from taking unnecessary risk around railroad tracks. You know, like going on them. While continuing the focus on those specific populations that are known to subject themselves to such risks around railroad tracks. They're saying people that want to kill themselves. That's what they mean by that.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's some other things in there.
Yeah. Well,
But I'm on camera, I can't say that's this.
Florida man, we'll just say that. In awarding grants, FRA focused on trespass hotspots, geographic areas where law agencies have witnessed high instances of the behavior. For example, on Mineral Spring Avenue. I'm sorry.
No, it's
Yeah, it's trash.
Between 2014 and 2018, FRA research confirmed 4,721 trespass incidents. It's funny, they're only recording mine, resulting in 2,412 deaths in the United States. That's about half.
Wow.
I mean, you assume most of the ones that don't result in death ended up going unrecorded.
Yeah.
So, but the fact that half of the ones that they've recorded result in death is kind of alarming.
No bueno.
Uh,
I mean, what the hell is George Carlin bit? Every 84 seconds, a woman is diagnosed with Thorndale.
that's not the George Carlin bit.
But more importantly, every how many seconds somebody gets hit by a train in the United States? Trains run on tracks. You have to go to them.
Yeah. So hold on. Let's break this down real quick. That's 8 years. That's 2,412 deaths divided by 4 years of time, divided by 365 days. That's about 1.5 people a day.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Divide that by
half
60
person.
minutes.
Right. I don't feel like digging that deep.
Half person is a baby.
Yeah,
I don't think
Or a toddler.
an adult and a baby are getting killed by a train.
Yeah.
today.
every day.
Every
day.
single day.
Every single day, a baby dies to Brightline.
To trains.
No, Brightline isn't running right now. Florida is safer than it's ever been.
Which is
Well, no, it
which
was
is
safe
strange.
before Brightline.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, because Brightline has taken out all the alligators that were there before. Alligators.
The lizards.
Believe it or not, alligators are actually the worst trespassers. That's the statistics that they aren't reporting.
That's the half.
So
that's
that's
the half.
half person. Yeah.
uh,
Oh my god.
I was typing that joke out. Damn it. Anyway, all right, it's time.
Hey.
Agility's is back. It's time to do the latest train on Amtrak.
California Zephyr. Eastbound.
Eastbound California Zephyr.
Eastbound Zephyr.
Southbound Coast Starlight.
Southbound Coast Starlight, the classic.
Texas Eagle.
Which way?
No, whichever way. What way?
North or
Yeah.
east?
North or east?
Yeah, sure.
East.
No, I'm saying like
South.
it's either the northern and eastern one, not knowing which one it is, or it's the southern or western one, not knowing if it's north, south, or east, west.
So let's do north.
Okay, Texas Eagle northbound.
I'm gonna go and say what am I gonna say? Southbound, northbound Coast Starlight.
Southbound.
He said
I'll say northbound.
northbound Coast Starlight. Anybody not guess?
I'll say southbound Texas Eagle.
Southbound Texas Eagle. Okay.
Yes, Stella.
Yeah, shot to hell on the Acela. I'm gonna guess the Cardinal because this is one time I get to guess. Northbound Cardinal. Okay, let's look at the map. The Zephyr doesn't look half bad. This looks bad.
What is that?
north or
Let's find
southbound?
out.
That's
Let's
the
find
Eagle.
out. Let's find out. Okay, so hold on. Southbound Coast Starlight, you've got 2 of them on the system. They're both on time. Northbound Coast Starlight, you got 2 of them on the system. There's one that's 25 minutes late, one that's on time. Let's see. Texas Eagle, that's these guys, right? Texas Eagle, one is 10 minutes late. That's the northbound.
Did you say
10
north or
minutes
south?
late.
That's south.
That's all right. What were the other ones? So the Cardinal.
You just missed the other Texas Eagle.
I do things in a specific order.
Suspense.
Cardinal is basically on time. Cardinal's doing fine. Let's see the Zephyr. The Zephyr, there's one on time. So the eastbound ones, there's one on time. There's one that's 52 minutes late, and there's one that's 2 hours and 21 minutes late.
221. That's not that bad. Pretty good.
And is there anyone's guess that I haven't covered except for this black 22 here? All right. The Texas Eagle to Chicago is 5 hours and 40 minutes late on the northbound.
Wait, you said, I thought I said northbound.
I thought I said northbound.
Who said
I don't
northbound?
remember who said
Chat,
northbound.
remember.
Chad.
Chad. Who said
Chad.
northbound?
Chad.
No, I think TJ said east.
I think TJ
No, yeah,
said
'cause
north.
I
Okay,
didn't
then
know what
TJ said
direction
northbound. I said south.
Okay.
Yep.
Forget
So
about
that's-
it, Chad.
First
So
ever
that's that.
victory royale for TJ Sakosio.
Yeah. All right.
If I knew on the 49ers.
Anyway, all right. Let's start.
I added.
And on
I
that,
added one
so-
track for
Are we
me.
just going to leave the room as we do our terminations?
Yeah, exactly. That's what we should do. Except I'm in the middle, so I can't do that. Chris, what do you have to say?
He doesn't have anything, so he has nothing to say.
Yeah, you have nothing
He
to
doesn't
say.
have a
Bye.
voice.
All right, then just leave the room.
No, hold on. I
Go
need you to
away.
move out.
Come back.
Me?
I need you to move out of the way.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
What are we doing?
Okay, bye.
All right.
Alrighty then.
Thank you for that, Chris. Very cool.
All right. Dean.
Rest in peace, Hubcap. Wherever you may be.
Yeah, it's out there somewhere. It's way out there.
Along with Hop on
Ow. He's too good at that. I would like to say that I'm glad we could get everyone together for this, and I'm excited for the rest of the week.
I gotta share my termination. I gotta play the video.
My phone, your phone.
No, where's my phone? I'm not sure I can let you do that.
It's only 4 seconds.
Oh, okay, then it's probably fine, I guess.
It's not copyrighted.
You never know. All right.
See you guys. He
Milky?
turned blue and effing died.
Shout out to the world's longest maintenance train at the end.
That definitely didn't derail.
At all. No
It
derailment.
didn't derail until after you had said.
I was
So-
warning you, and it was a valid warn. Anyway,
All right, I'm going to be reading a chapter from Boomer Model Railroader Psalms, verse 4, chapter 3.
all right. Thanks everyone for tuning in,
So,
and we'll see you
No.
in a couple weeks.
hi to the Rapido management. After seeing your video of the Chinese production plant, finding this out. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to read the original comment. That's probably better. Hi to the Rapido production management. After seeing your video tour of the Chinese production plant, after finding this out, okay, that's what tripped me up. After finding this out that your production plant is in communist China, I will never buy from Rapido. Only if you move your company to the USA to give Americans the jobs I will consider buying from you. As H.O. Skyil, hobbyist.
Mega gobbles.
Mega gobbles. Mango gobbles.
Mango gobbles. All right, get out.
Oh, yeah. Gotta go. But I was last. I thought that meant I got to stay.
I need to say goodbye to everybody. So we're not going to do the group goodbye. I guess we did a group hello. I don't feel like calling them back in here. Thanks everyone for sticking around for this, and we'll see you again in a couple of weeks. And everyone stay safe out there. This is the Admiral signing off.